same, but then we got Dan back, and that was great. So there is a vindication now that it does well on Netflix, and I guess it's on
Yeah.
it's on now.
It's on everything now. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is great, and that is like really cool, and it is a vindication because every season we were told like, hey, can this be the series finale as well as the finale? And so that was no fun. But and it also, like we were on a bad time slot at 8:00, and we were up against the Big Bang Theory, so we just thought I mean, look, we were in a luxurious position because we're series regulars on a television show, but on what spectrum where you're entering that, or when you're in that spectrum where you've got like Modern Family came out the same year we did and was a monster, right?
Wow.
And Glee came out, and they took, these shows were so popular, and we were just like this little fighting I don't know, a little fighter fighting.
Yeah, but like, which one of those shows are people still picking apart in podcasting 10 years later?
Yeah, shocker.
Yeah.
Shocking. I mean, I can't believe it. And it's so great. I mean, on it now with a guy that hasn't even seen it. It's great.
We'll get there.
One day.
No, hey, watching the finale for the first time will be a cool podcast. I think it really,
yeah.
Really will. I love that episode.
I do too.
So yes, so there is definitely vindication, and I'm so glad that I'm getting paid for it. Oh wait, I haven't received anything.
I think it's so interesting about how you got Community. It was Dan Harmon's girlfriend saw you on The Soup and was like, "That's the guy." Is that the true story?
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's awesome.
Aaron
that's
Hill
insane.
Is his old girlfriend.
Then I hear you talk about how you didn't get it, but the creatives wanted you to be the guy. Was there another guy?
The Russos and Dan. There was a bunch of guys, and the Russos and Dan, they were pushing for me, and they didn't. I did the audition. When you test for a pilot, it's very awkward, and it is not the way anybody should ever do it, but it's the way it's done, which is you perform in people's offices. Like all the executives get in an office and watch you perform, which is really awkward, especially if it doesn't go well. So they were like, all right, so they didn't like it. And I was like, oh,
just poured your entire soul out. And
and then I did it on tape, and they were like, okay, we like it. And that was
like, oh, that's better.
Did you do, was it the speech at the end of the pilot? Was that what they had you do?
It was, I did that. And I did a couple scenes with different people, with different women who were up for other roles. And because like Gillian, I tested with Gillian, and she's amazing, and but she didn't find out she was a series regular until she sat down at the table read.
Wow.
That's when they decided to tell her, which was really nice of her, nice of them. But it's intense. It's very intense, especially now when I'm on the other side of it. Once you're kind of a veteran of it, you kind of get used to it. But at the beginning, man, when you're a young actor, just kind of like, all right, go in there and just nail it in front of a bunch of people that could, in theory, make you very rich. You're like, what? Like it's really weird because you sign all these contracts like 7 years, and this is what you're being. It's very intimidating. So I didn't get it, and then I put myself on. Then they taped it, and they're like, okay, now you got it. So, and I always thought pilots usually got picked up, and that is definitely not the case. They almost always don't. And so Community was again fortunate in that way, and that we got out of our first season and got to our second.
Yeah. Well, speaking of pilots that didn't get picked up, you did a pilot for a show that I'm a fan of, the IT Crowd, when they tried to bring that to the US, and I was sad that didn't catch on because I like that show. But
it was actually picked up, and then switched presidents in the summertime before we were going to shoot.
Oh no.
And then he came in and canceled it.
Oh no, that sucks.
Yeah, and then I hated that guy. But that same guy picked up Community. So I was like, oh, now I feel terrible. That all worked out. But with the IT Crowd, I got to meet and became friends with Richard Ayoade, who's a genius.
He's fantastic, yeah.
And he's so funny, and his books are so great. And so I count myself as like lucky that I got to do that. Yeah, it was really fun to make that show. I wish it had gone. At the time, you're like, oh, I was devastated, but
yeah.
But it was
It
really
worked
cool.
out.
It
I am
worked
so
out.
sorry, Joel. I have to take like 2 seconds because
I have another interview 4 minutes ago. So
really? Is this true?
Yes. Yeah, I only have half an hour.
Okay, well then that's fine. Well then let's
ask me the question you were gonna ask me. I didn't realize I was going over.
Well, no, that's okay. We'll start over
totally
because
fine,
I
yeah.
totally forgot to purchase Zoom Pro, so we've only got 8 minutes on the ticker anyway. So we'll get past it way faster.
Well, there you
than
go.
that.
This works out great. I
Yeah.
forgot to purchase Zoom Pro. This is like the best excuse I've
Our
ever
first
heard.
celebrity
title of the
interview.
episode.
You're more than
Well,
welcome
that's-
to give us any tips you would like.
The almost interview with Joel
How about
McHale. He
purchase Zoom Pro
That sounds great.
and
That
make
sounds
your
great.
apartment look less terrifying?
I'll remember that. I feel like getting you to insult me though is a feeling of connection. You know, I like that more than you like telling me I'm a nice person. That means we can
And you
get
don't
along.
look like you have tuberculosis from that weird blue glow all of your face. So.
Yeah,
Steven
that's just
great.
Indiana. That's just
thank
Indiana.
you. It's the glow of the big city
Of
lights
Chicago.
on me, Joel.
It's the
Yeah.
Wrigley Field coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I gotta go.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Let's do
thank
it
you
again.
so
Thank
much,
you, please.
Joel.
It was so great to talk to you. It was so great. You've done so much good stuff. Everyone
Bless
needs to
you.
watch your New Year's special, and Card Sharks
Yes.
is back January 17th.
January, yes. And then watch Stargirl because
Great.
Yeah.
I'm not in a lot of episodes, but I love the show.
Great.
So
Well, thank you so much for
great.
chatting with
All right.
us. Go do your other stuff. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
God bless Steven and Captain Fantastic.
Thank you.
See you later,
Joel.
guys.
Thank you.
Adieu.
I do.
Hello.
Hey, I had the microphone on. What's up?
Nice. What's happening?
Hey, sorry to everyone about the thing that happened. Whatever. We're back now. It's all that matters. Crashing up there. Hey, it happens. It'll get it fresh in the newsfeed. We have a special little person, not a little person, a special great person in the waiting room to come on and hang out with us. We've got our estranged father, Matt from Community.
Woohoo!
I'm not your parental guidance.
Yeah, there's no parental guidance going on here. How are you doing today?
Not too bad. Been watching
Yeah,
y'all
good.
on and off while I
Nice.
wasn't working, but
We've been having a good time.
It's
How was work? Did you have a fun time working?
no, it was not fun. It was just things.
How do you find time to work between listening to 15 community podcasts a week?
Well, I do a lot of where I'm writing documents. I can't listen
Okay.
to these in, but when I am I'm working on spreadsheets and stuff like that, then it's math and it doesn't interfere with. So I just put these on and put you at 1.2, 1.5, and just let it go.
So we've got
See, I can't do that. I can't listen to stuff on speed. I kind of wish I could. I can't do it.
It particularly if for those on the Google Podcast app, it has a clear out the silences. So if you have a long pause, it'll just grab all of it and move it out of the way. So it actually moves it up to a pretty good clip. If you do that, I can't do 1.5 no matter what I'm listening to because it takes away all the pauses.
Sure.
But on Spotify, your two voices are distinct enough where I can listen to it at 1.5 and catch what you're saying.
Is that so?
I have to back up when Steven starts laughing about something.
to see what he was
Figure out
laughing at. Well, sometimes you'll do it
sometimes.
and it wasn't anything. Yeah, he's just laughing. I'm bringing up our trivia questions. And it's good to have Matt here for some trivia. Because
If it's outside
basically-
of community stuff, I don't know it.
oh no, it's just community.
Okay.
It's just community.
Do you see the thing I shot out last night that was trivia?
What was last night?
I just mentioned that there is a actor who's in season 6 who appeared in related community stuff earlier, other than Paget.
Oh, I did see that, but I don't think I got it though. You know I don't know.
It's Randall Park.
Oh, Randall Park, sure. Because he's
He's in the webisodes.
but
The
he isn't.
early webisodes.
Oh, and then he's in season 6. Who is he in season 6? He's in the paintball episode, yeah.
Ham Girl.
Oh, Ham Girl. Right.
Yeah. Recycle
Kumail's in paintball is what I'm thinking.
yeah.
All right.
He's the Recycle Cinema as himself, but he is a student body president in the webisodes.
Okay.
I gotcha. Nice.
Well, literally what we've done here is we've compiled every community trivia question that Steven and I have asked throughout the entirety of our show. So these will be all from the pilot to our cooperative calligraphy episode, which came out today. And we're going to challenge the people that are watching, keeping track at home. So we'll give everyone a few moments for a question. And if they don't have it, or if nobody comes up right away, we'll see if Matt knows it. Because he probably does.
Probably does.
Did you drop an episode today? Did I share?
Yes, we sure did. I don't know if you did or not.
That feels weird if I did.
It's been we've got a lot going on today.
Yeah.
Yes, you have. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I missed the Mount Rushmore. What was the 4?
It's okay. I think we nailed it down. Steven and I nailed it down to cooperative calligraphy,
Remedial chaos theory.
Now I'm
Cooperative calligraphy.
I already said cooperative calligraphy.
Oh shoot.
Obviously, it was a really bitter
Oh,
conversation.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons,
And the last one, the one that was the most debated between, like, trying to figure out what to put in there was contemporary American poultry.
Contemporary American
Above
poultry,
it.
cooperative calligraphy, epidemiology. No.
Epidemiology was just outside.
Anyway, those were the ballpark of the 4. You can tell that we went and ate and hung out. It wasn't a super debated conversation. What about you though? Because I know you don't really like to pick favorites, but if you were gonna put the episodes in the history book, what is it?
Well, Remedial Chaos Theory is the highest rated one. So IMDb gets a nod. Modern Warfare is the most influential.
I agree.
Mainly because they got the most people watching. There's no, they watch the pilot and they stop watching. There's a number in that category, but there is growth. Growth comes from Modern Warfare. That their survival comes from Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cooperative is a great episode. You can make an argument for Mixology.
Oh yeah,
we didn't even mention that one.
Yeah, being a top tier episode.
That's one of the best homage episode. Just like within the world of Greendale, like a more true to life episode. Mixology is one of the best.
Absolutely, and listening, if you listen to Andy talk about it, it's about this. He feels constantly this thing's getting away from him, and that this is less funny, and he didn't know what's going on, and it turns out to be this great episode that his name is on, and he did a lot of work for it. Yeah, it's great. You could, I think you can make an argument for cooperative calligraphy.
Yeah, I think we kind of thought
geothermal would be an argument.
Geothermal is a good one.
Yeah. That was in the.
It's near impossible to pick 4. That's why you can't pick 4 without leaving out 20. You know, it's hard. Yeah. Let's see if we can do some trivia. To anyone out there, let's see what you can come up with. These are just random questions from throughout our history of recapping community for almost a year now. We've been a podcast for close to a year, which is insane. This is a question from Debate 109. How does Britta make Troy cry in that episode?
In Debate 109. Say it out loud?
Well, let's see if anyone comes up with it. Let's just sing the Jeopardy music in your head. We'll give like 20, 30 seconds. In your head. That's better. Yeah, get it. Thanks for the tips during 6 seasons in a game. I think
oh my gosh,
figured out a lot of stuff. You would have been better at it than me.
Well,
double bounce is cool.
I watched when they were doing development, when they had their beta runs. You used to drive the golf cart. I don't remember if they took that out completely or not.
I wonder if it's too chaotic for the type of game that it is. Maybe
drive well. It actually wrecks every time you drive it. After a little bit, it just wrecks, turns over inside. I think catches on fire, and
that's kind of cool.
I think that's what happens normally.
That's pretty cool.
That was several months ago. No, I watched them when they did beta tests. I went and watched them in the original Double Bounce. It killed you every time, if I remember correctly. Getting the roof was something I saw right after the release. Finding El Tigre's gun, that was a thing.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are other ones in there, but those
I'm sure there's so many we didn't find. Yeah, because there's like the fire alarm. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody has it. Do you know, how did Britta make Troy cry in Debate 109?
Am I supposed to say it out loud?
If you got it, say
Go
it.
for it.
Well,
his feet are long and stupid.
Yeah,
that's perfect. That's exactly what it is.
It took me a little bit to
unring that bell.
Yeah, you can't unring that bell.
I had a lot of fun going through and revisiting all of our trivia segments because I don't know, it's how far we've come from the beginning. Yeah.
Has our trivia gotten harder?
I don't know.
Has our trivia gotten easier?
I think we've always come up with good questions. It's just a lot about how we portray it ourselves. In the first handful of episodes, it's really low energy. Anyway, let's go. We're going to go to another episode. We're going to ask, this is a question from communication studies. This should be a pretty easy one. We'll give everyone at home a few seconds to figure it out if you've got it. What actor does Abed say that Scorsese drank with?
We should probably make some noise. That he maybe you should have you hear the song out loud again.
I'm gonna do the hip hop version.
How is that the hip hop version?
You have to wait for the beat.
Oh, it's coming. Some of that sounded like you were taking a bite out of something. Nobody's responding. So, Matt, do you know that one? What actor did Abed say that Scorsese drank with?
It's De Niro.
It is De Niro. Great work.
His last name doesn't say his whole name.
Yeah, I said Scorsese drank with De Niro. Yeah, when they were practicing for the drunk dial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move backwards in time to social psychology.
Okay.
What awards were tonight? In social psychology, think back to the Duncan principle and the people stuck in that room and their reactions as they leave to the people keeping track at home. What awards were tonight? I don't think we need to do the song every time, but you're right. I do think we need to fill the space with something. Like how you can support us right now on patreon.com/Campus Podcast. We're making our way to our goal. And it's been a lot of fun. It's going really well. I'm trying to pull up the thing that I had earlier that was helping me keep track, but I've lost it.
Oh no, I can't believe you've done this.
Yes. Here we go. Yes, we're still at $125, 75 more dollars in the next. We're getting close, 2 hours and 45 minutes. And Steven and I will close out today's crazy thing that we've been doing with a song and dance number.
Yeah, mostly dance.
I was about to say, you may be suppressing people who don't want to see that. I mean,
that's true. Hey, if we make more than $200, we'll let you decide if we should do it or not.
Well, I was about to say, if Steven dances
professionally,
that's not something you. I mean, if you're in Chicago, you could probably drive by wherever you work and occasionally see that. So
it's true.
It's true. That is true. But
singing, if you dance, that may be something completely different.
Yeah,
I can guarantee you it would be something completely different. Social psychology. What awards were tonight?
Oh, Soul Train Awards.
Yeah. So far, these have been kind of softballs. I know the hardballs are in here too.
Yeah, I don't know, like songs and stuff that's in there. I can't remember the Kiss with a Fist and stuff like that. I can't keep up with that stuff. I don't.
Right. There aren't really questions so much like that in here. Let's see. Let's go to Basic Genealogy, my least favorite episode of season 1. What was Amber's mother's name?
Oh, wow. I don't know that one.
I remember when I asked this question, I wasn't 100% sure between two names.
I think, no, you asked it to me and I said something else. And then you weren't sure if it was what you had said or not.
I gotcha.
You stumped Matt. Steven,
I don't remember her name.
Steven, you've asked the question. Do you remember it?
Margaret?
No, it was Wanda.
We want to thank our sponsors for this today. Disney Plus. Check out WandaVision on Disney Plus, brought to you by Disney and Marvel Studios.
I haven't watched WandaVision
on Disney Plus.
Is it good? Have you watched it?
I heard it. No, I haven't. I don't know why I'm really not too interested in this one, but
it's weird. If you're into comics, you're in the comic series about Wanda and Vision. There's some really good tropes there, and the Jimmy Woo character is back, and they've learned a lot from the Russo brothers about depth of character and how to include things.
That's good.
There's some throwback kind of references to television they've done these first couple episodes.
Okay.
I understand they're doing a Full House reference, which is weird because of who her sister is.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So that's
funny.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to end up with. But no,
That's funny. It
it's
seems really
different.
interesting and different. Maybe worth watching just to see it visually. It seems like a
Yeah.
cool show. Let's see. Another question. We're going to move forward in time to Modern Warfare. In the end tag of Modern Warfare, where will Abed meet Troy, and how long from now will they meet?
Ooh, this is a great one.
I think I got half of it. I can't remember the time.
That's okay. I'll be impressed with the half.
Yeah.
You know, this is all I do outside of work.
I know. Hey, we've got Alex Webster back.
Hey yo.
You can join. We're doing some deep dive community theater. We're doing some deep dive community theater right now.
Oh, great. I know all about that.
We're doing community trivia, so I don't know about that, but we'll do what we can. Matt, who you've got here, Matt is our community father. He really gifted us the audience that we have in a lot of ways, and he's one of those people that knows everything. He's one of those people that, like, you know everything or you don't know anything. So he knows everything about community, all of the people.
If Jen and I are from Rewatch are in the same group, we know everything.
Yeah,
that's what I found out from in our conversations. The stuff I can't remember, she knows.
That's awesome.
Like that.
I thought I knew a lot, and then you guys made it very clear that, I know a little lot. Okay, so we're going. So did you give the answer for that one, Matt?
No.
So in the end tag,
they're meeting at the flagpole at the end tag, and I want to say it's in 10 minutes, but I don't know.
Absolutely what it is. You nailed it.
Yeah, I remember just one of the bad versions of the voicemail.
Okay, so moving forward to today's podcast, Cooperative Calligraphy. What does Jeff ask Pierce if he uses to scratch his legs?
Oh, you have to play the music again.
Oh my god!
I don't know this one.
He'll do it every time you say it. Do you have anything, Matt?
I know the answer.
You know the answer? You're just giving people a chance if they will know it.
Oh yeah. You say give people a chance. It's not because he's got several things inside the cast.
Yes, but there's one thing that Jeff says. Do you scratch your legs with this? It's a specific line.
I think, if I remember correctly, it's Slim Jims.
It is Slim Jims.
Preference, but there are like remotes inside the cast as well.
Yeah, there's
like a ton of pencils.
A ton of pencils. I feel like that's commonplace for people that have had a
I
cast.
want to give a quick little shout out to one of our sponsors today, A Ton of Pencils. Thank you for always being there in our cast to scratch our sweaty legs. A Ton of Pencils. Thank you.
I've never broken a bone or had to wear a cast. Have you guys?
Nope.
No.
I'm too smart for that.
We're all soft internet boys. You know, we didn't go outside.
Right.
Well, I know Alex went outside a lot, and I guess you probably did too. But
Well, one of my major insecurities is how fragile I am. So
Wow.
I take it easy.
I've broken a toe, but you don't put a cast on a toe, so.
I suppose you could.
You just cut that puppy
Not really.
off.
I thought I broke my toe once in gym class.
Then you just cut that puppy off.
Okay, let's see. Counting.
Medical's not your next field, Stephen.
I'm a trained amputist.
When Lil had a cast, they shoved so many pencils in their cast that they had to get another cast.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. Let's go to accounting for lawyers. Accounting for lawyers. Name one other Pop and Lock team that wasn't the Poppy Lockstockings or the Heather Pop and Locklears.
Oh, no, I don't have that.
Really?
I can't remember. No.
Steven, I think you wrote the question. Do you
wrote
remember?
the question. No.
We were looking for Papa Don't Locks or the Pop and Lock Smiths.
Mm-hmm.
Is what we were looking for.
Yeah, not as good as the other two names.
Oh, they're not. Yeah. Okay, well then we'll keep it at the same episode to see if you can redeem yourself. How long in total did Chang Pop and Lock?
Ooh.
You know, that's the one where if they win, he gets to be in the study group and no one shows up but him and he tries to hold it up himself.
I'm just going to
say, ready?
Go ahead.
6 hours?
That is incorrect. Alex, what were you gonna say? Is that what you were gonna say?
I remember this. I don't remember any details.
Sure, yeah, right.
But I remember him popping and locking for so long. I'm just gonna say 72 hours.
No, Matt was very, very close. It was 5 hours.
5 hours.
Is it
You're
5
looking
hours?
for 5 hours. A nice try. 72 hours.
Even Fry.
I'm thinking of that Gilmore Girls episode where they did that dance.
You've seen more Gilmore Girls than I have. I've seen the first season, and I enjoy it, but I didn't keep going with it.
It only gets better.
Okay. I wanted to
here's
keep watching.
A question: how long do you think that you guys could pop and lock if a position in a coveted group was on the line?
I mean, do I have to do it with any type of intelligence behind the movements? You know, am I just
Probably not.
my body? Honestly, though, as Steven knows better than anyone else in this world, my stamina runs very low.
I think I could do it for a long time. I could give a good shot at it. If I know that I have to do it for a long time, I think I can adjust my mental state to just pop and lock forever.
It depends. Well, you got to think. What's the prize? What are we popping and locking for?
A coveted.
Yeah. My body hurts before I start, so that probably won't really work.
Listen, if you're already in pain, it can't get any
What
worse.
if,
Yeah, exactly.
Matt, what if the prize at the end, and it's all up to you, was we get the Community movie?
I would do it until I drop. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
So given the state of my body, though, about 30 minutes is probably all I go.
Yeah.
30 minutes would be tough.
That's a
Okay,
lot.
It'd be
let's
too long for me. Yeah.
go back to the beginning with the pilot. What was Troy's specific injury in high school?
Are we talking about his?
From the pilot or
Yeah.
from the recon?
From the pilot. This is why he's no longer an athlete.
I know why he got injured, but I don't remember exactly what he injured.
Well, if no one responds quickly
The
in
answer
the
is
chat,
he dislocates his shoulder doing a keg stand.
not a keg stand,
Oh, well, a keg flip.
a
Yeah.
keg flip, which is much more difficult,
Much
and he
more-
dislocated both shoulders. Is
Okay.
Both shoulders,
that
yeah,
what you were on, Alex, or were you thinking of something
Yeah, I
else?
was thinking of the keg flip, but I don't
Yeah,
remember what he injured.
It's
Sure.
his knee by season 4.
Okay, in football feminism and you, another
Great
Troy
episode.
question. In Troy's brain, what's the closest planet to Earth? This is when he's studying with Annie. I'm just having fun watching Matt's community brain
Yeah.
to see what he can pull out.
He's just like
from me.
flipping through the pages.
I was like, okay, where's the conversation? Where are they sitting? And then play. It's not, but I'm not getting it. It's not. I don't have it.
They're studying. They're going back and forth. Annie says, "What's the closest planet to Earth?" And Troy says, "Dead serious, Planet Hollywood."
Oh. No, I completely zipped on that because I was actually thinking about planet. And I,
Sure. Okay, let's go to comparative religion.
There we go.
Let's see. I want to see if Alex can do this one. Alex, what are each of the study group's religions?
Ooh.
Oh man.
like you can
Well,
do it.
Shirley is a Christian.
Yes.
Annie is Jewish.
Yes.
Pierce is a level 5 laser Lotus.
Yeah, a reformed neo-Buddhist.
Okay. Troy, he was Jehovah's Witness, right, or something
Yeah.
like that. Okay. Britta is an atheist.
Yes, you've got Abed and Jeff.
I feel like they made an agnostic joke.
Yes.
Jeff's agnostic.
So
Is-
Abed is
Abed is man, I'm gonna say the wrong one. He's Hindu, is it? Or
he's a Muslim.
Muslim, yeah, right.
But very
Okay.
good
That
try.
was really good. Yeah.
Right. I asked you
Yeah.
that because I know Matt would be like this. Done. Next. Okay. Let's see.
It's not completely wrong.
In beginner pottery,
Another great episode.
let's see. Where all on Pierce's body was his umbilical cord wrapped around?
Oh, that's a list.
There's 3 things, but if you could give me anything, I'd be impressed.
Well, it's his neck, his arm, and his leg. If I remember correctly, it's like a.
his neck, both arms, and his.
How?
He was Chevy Chase pratfalling from the womb.
That sounds accurate, yeah.
What's everyone, if you can think of one's favorite Chevy Chase fall in the show, if you have one?
In the series?
Or I guess Chevy Chase just like either fall or like crashing into something. Yeah, in the series.
He does it a lot in the beginning, but then I think he stops. So I always I know you think the one where he falls into the drum kit.
Yeah, that one is one of my
Bond's
favorites.
band.
And the other one is that I like is the at the dinner party at the lawyer. I think it's the lawyer episode where he knocks over the glasses.
Knocks over the wine glasses.
Yeah.
Or well, of course, when he double bounces on the trampoline and falls, a dummy very clearly falls into a trash can.
I'm gonna go with the fall that kills him.
There we go.
Oh, well, that's yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Wait, well, no, he was masturbating. Was it a fall that killed him?
yeah, he was like at a ice cream machine or a soda machine, and he had a heart attack.
That's season 4. He
He's
falls in
faking
front of the
the
ice cream
heart
machine,
attack.
which it fakes a heart attack.
And it's not even Chevy.
Yeah,
it's
it was a
not
body
even-
double. Yeah.
It's the body double. I would take any of his falls he did while playing Gerald Ford for Saturday Night Live. Those are all.
Okay, those are actually really, really funny.
It's a throwback, and you have to hunt them up. But in his prime, his physical comedy was really good.
Thank you to my mother for teaching me the reference of Gerald Ford falling downstairs and then showing me SNL skits and why it was funny.
Let's
Mom.
see. Our next question is going to be from Anthropology 101. How many followers does Old White Man Says have on Twitter?
I don't remember that one because the real Old Man White Says didn't have that many.
No, it only had a
Yeah.
1,000 or so, probably, yeah.
And a new account with that name followed the community account today.
Oh,
Oh.
it's back. Lily guessed 2,000 in the chat. It was 600,000.
Yeah. It was
Wow.
Ooh, that is a lot of followers.
Because it was a
Yeah.
direct cut at Shit My Dad Says,
Yeah.
William Shatner sitcom based on a Twitter account, right?
Yeah.
One of the industry's brightest moves.
Yes, yes. That
You
and
don't
Animal
know.
Practice.
Oh.
Pascal's Triangle Revisited. This is a kind of easy one. How many dances did Greendale have over the course of the school year? Yeah, because specifically because of the dean's all 5
all
dances.
5 dances shirt, which at least one of y'all has of the podcast.
I do have
group.
one, yes. Zach
Yeah,
got
you
me
have
one
one.
for Christmas time.
You
Yeah.
and Allison Breed, last 2 people I saw that wore one.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, same one.
And I don't think anyone's ever seen Steven and Allison Brie at the same place at the same time. They could be one and the same.
Sure haven't. I also voiced Diane Nguyen on BoJack Horseman.
That was you?
That was me.
Wow. You
Go,
want to give us
Jack.
the line right now?
Yeah. I'm tired of squinting. Crap.
Well, your apology for doing it was really good. So just
Yeah, I try to be sensitive.
In Spanish 101, when they're protesting the Guatemalan murders, how many do they have displayed on the banner? It says blank Guatemalan murders.
yeah, I don't know that one at all.
6.
340.
I just remember thinking it's so funny to just say, there have been 340 Guatemalan murders. What?
Protesting. Still happening. Sad. Coney 2012. Come on.
Oh,
it-
shit. Is
It's
Lil
just
for
a
real?
reference. That would be like they're referring
Oh.
to a specific time. Guatemala had more murders than that in certain days. in
Lil
the
has
past.
pop culture news for us. Dustin Diamond, aka Screech, has passed
Yeah.
away.
Yeah,
Recently,
yeah, I
it
saw
was announced that he had stage 4 cancer.
Oh, snap. I didn't know that.
Just like weeks ago, like a week or 2 ago, like really recently. I've never watched an episode of Saved by the Bell in my entire life.
Marva.
Watch Zach Morris's Trash. It's kind of funny. Zach
Um,
Trash.
To go to the politics of human sexuality, what album did Annie lose her virginity to?
man. I don't know that one.
With her gay boyfriend. You know it, Matt?
Oh yeah, it's Madonna's Erotica.
It sure is.
What a way to do.
The classic line, oh, he's gay now. I think he was gay then.
No, he was gay then. It's not, I think, he was gay then. Flat out. Crushing commentary from Britta.
Let's go to English as a second language. How much does Chang make as a bag boy?
Ooh.
Yeah, I've only got a guess. It's like 5 plus tips.
That's 100% what it is.
Nice.
If there was a community like Jeopardy, you'd be a millionaire. You'd be the next Ken Jennings.
And Ken is filling in for Jeopardy's host February 9th.
He's been doing a good job. He's been doing it for a while. We watch Jeopardy every night.
Now?
He's been doing it for like a month.
Holy crap. Yeah, I will turn that on now.
I think he's doing a good job. Of course, nobody's Alex. Or Alex.
It's true.
See,
Go back to the show, Alex. Come on, they miss you.
To Jeopardy?
COVID.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, in the art of discourse, according to Britta, who knits? Who is someone that knits when she's been called lame for knitting?
According to Britta?
Yeah, I think
she's sitting at the lunch counter with Jeff, and she's defending why she's knitting, and I can't remember who she uses.
Many kids think that she's lame, and she gives an example of someone cool that knits.
Is it somebody who ironically is not cool?
Kind of. Someone who's cool, but not exactly to like young teenagers, relevant, I guess. Or at least wasn't in 2010.
Joss Stone.
Do you know who it is, Steven?
Not off the top of my head, no.
It's Winona Ryder.
Oh, Winona Ryder.
Well, she's cool now.
Yeah, but in 2010, I think
that's true. She wasn't really.
2010. That's before Stranger Things.
So when she was a shoplifter.
Yeah, she's just a thief back then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
She would have done well in that game earlier.
Which game?
The one about there was a shoplifting question.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, in Romantic Expressionism, what year does the quintessential film Kick Puncher take place?
Oh.
It's gotta be a future.
Well,
for them, so just like 2019.
Like the movies from like the 80s or whatever, and they're like in the distant wasteland of year, and then Pierce is like, "Oh, I must have missed that."
Yeah, my guess is 2019, but I can't remember.
1996.
2006.
Oh.
And another Kick Puncher question: what is the name of the actor who plays said Kick Puncher?
Oh,
in the universe of the show.
Don't remember it.
Not in the show. The like this. It's Don the Demon Donaldson.
Don the Demon Donaldson.
Is that his real name, or is that like the name in the show?
That's the actor within the universe of the show's name, not that person who played the character. Yeah. Let's see. In the politics of human sexuality, when Choi and Abed are competing against each other to find out who can win the most games, why is it impossible to guard Abed when they're playing basketball?
Oh, I can't remember the first line. His eyes are too gentle and mysterious.
Yeah.
Gentle and mysterious, and they are.
It's true.
I think Steven's got that too. You know, what's behind there?
You tell me.
Okay, introduction to statistics. What are what was it? What are the hours for Annie's party, for her Halloween party?
Is it 6 to upside down nueve? I don't know Spanish, so I don't remember the word.
I don't know the word for it either, but it's like a time to upside down Spanish question mark. And it's 7 to upside down Spanish question mark. In Football, Feminism, and You Again, which work of Leonardo da Vinci did Pierce model his first human being prototype on?
The Vitruvian Man.
Yeah.
Correct.
I used to teach history, so those are a couple of easy ones to remember.
History of ice cream, or
oddly enough, ice cream never came up in any of my lectures, despite the fact I know this reference for the show. I didn't do that to them.
In investigative journalism, how did the dean trick Jeff into the newspaper room when they get him to, start being the editor of the newspaper or whatever? How did the dean get him there?
Oh, he texted and told him there was a coupon for Zeke's 96 or something like that. I can't remember the name of the store.
You're getting it close. He said that there were free Sephora samples.
Sephora, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Environmental science. Other than rats, what does Troy avoid because they're unpopular?
You got me.
Lakes and centipedes.
Oh yeah, I'm with them on the same.
They're unpopular. Debate 109. Why does Shirley suggest that Britta should start smoking again? Steven, you can jump in on ones that you remember, because I know you only remember some of them too.
Yeah. I remember the line.
Is it because Britta's just being angry? Smoking would calm her back down?
Yeah, I can't remember what she's.
It's it'll help you lose weight. There's clear skin. They make a couple of references to it, but I can't remember.
Pretty much just got it. It'll help you lose weight, and your skin looks really great when you smoke.
I couldn't remember what everybody's saying because it's kind of overlapping.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's move forward in time to Pascal's Triangle Revisited. How many pregnancy scares did Leonard have this year in the video yearbook?
2?
Yeah, only 2 pregnancy scares.
Only 2. Good for you, Leonard.
Leonard's such a champion. Let's see, moving a little bit forward. Basic rocket science. Okay. What words make up the acronym SANDERS for the space bus?
Oh, man.
Oh, hi, Kitty.
Say hi, Maisie.
Hi.
So fluffy.
Yeah, system's the first one. Diode is the D. I cannot remember the Android is the A. Is in network. It's been a while.
Yeah. Yes. You got the first 4: systematic, Android, network, diode, ERS.
Oh, I was right on the other one.
Yeah.
No, I don't know the
Electric.
No.
Exciting.
No. Energy. Any guesses on R? Think of what type of bus it is. What is the bus?
Recreational.
Rocket.
Rocket. Oh yeah.
And system. So it's systematic, Android, network, diode, energy, rocket, system. They got system in there twice. In the psychology of letting go, when Pierce, Troy, and Jeff end up in the car together, what is Pierce's idea of a slightly more hip music to play? He's like, I'll play something you guys know. Yeah, it's Kenny Loggins.
Hey, Kenny Loggins.
Something hip for the kids. Put on a little Loggins. Everyone's having a good time. Does Loggins have any songs other than Footloose and I'm All Right? Was that him too?
Highway to
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone.
All of the songs
the obvious one.
Does he have any songs that were a hit that weren't for a movie?
That's kind of hard to answer at this point. All of his songs that were really that you recognize were tied to movies at some point, so it became like the thing that happened for most of the 80s. Like, there's a new movie coming out because I heard Kenny Loggins' name that loud.
Yeah.
You're right.
In Messianic myths and ancient peoples, let's see. What does Troy call the group of old people that hang out in the cafeteria, and why are they called this?
Alex, you know?
I vaguely remember it. I don't remember any lines though.
It's like the gang of old people that Pierce ends up in, like the.
Yeah.
You know, Matt?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
You ready?
Yeah.
They're hipsters because they all got hip replacement.
Right.
Yes. Aerodynamics of gender. I'll see if Alex, you might remember this one. And aerodynamics of gender is the secret trampoline episode.
Yeah.
What does Joshua say his tattoo will end up being?
It's gonna be a maze.
Great. Which was an improvised line, which is hilarious. Okay. In cooperative calligraphy, how many pens, not including the one in the episode, has Annie had disappear that she mentions?
Quite a few.
She says at some point there's 6 pins ago. So does it include the one in the room, or?
It's close. She says, I think this is what the question's asking. She says 8. I think it's 8
Okay.
pens ago. I believe
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
Also,
she's-
shout out to
she's
Lil,
making
who's
a
been
reference-
getting a lot of these correct. They're just on. They're a bit delayed. When
Yeah,
they're
I guess
coming
that's
in.
true.
But
There is about a 10-second
Lil,
delay.
you are getting these correct. I see you, G.
Let's see. In accounting for lawyers, what ran over Shirley's cousin? When they're talking to the lawyers and they're like, that's something you could get a settlement for.
It's a shrimp boat.
Yeah.
Which I just have to ask again. How do you get run over by a shrimp boat? I guess maybe if you were in like a really
You're
small
in
boat.
the water near the shrimp boat. Maybe it's a big shrimp boat.
If
and they
you
don't see
are
it.
sitting on the dock of the bay and the ship comes up to the dock, it can't just crush you against the dock. That
I guess
could be
so.
an option.
I guess that's true.
Oof.
In Modern Warfare, what was the central event occurring at Greendale before the game of paintball began?
Oh.
And the paintball all happens in like the
Oh,
wreckage.
Yeah, it's like a fair. I can't remember what it is. They give a kissing booth outside that there's paint all over, but it's some sort of county fair or something. I can't remember.
It's the Spring Fling.
The spring fling.
Okay, let's round this out. Let's go to Advanced Criminal Law.
Okay.
How much did the judges table cost, and what did it include? This is when they're having the trial in the pool
I
hall.
don't remember the amount. I want to say $6,000. It included its own audio system.
That's
So it had
that's
speakers
correct.
and-
That's right.
Was that all right?
I would say $2,000. That's its own
Okay.
audio system.
Social psychology. What does Vaughn do every time he greets a room?
Oh, he says hi 3 times.
Yeah. Hey, hello. How are you?
Hey,
Hey,
all right.
How's it hanging
Hey,
out?
how's it going?
How you doing?
We love you, Vaughn.
Do you guys unironically think Vaughn's songs in those episodes are really good?
Well, of course they're good. I'm pretty
Especially
sure
getting her, bro.
they're Ludwig was writing all
Yeah.
of the songs like that. So
They're
of course,
really good. It's a good song. All of it's good.
that's the best funny songs like that, or songs that are written to sound like a real song but are funny, not when it's just something jokey. They do a great job.
Yeah, those things are bangers. I love listening to them.
Here,
good.
okay, so are you more down for getting rid of Britta or Pierce? You're a B.
They're both like equal.
I think ultimately I like Britta better than the Pierce one, only because it makes more sense. Even though Britta doesn't like the rhyming scheme, I do ultimately like it better. It's more fun. But it's easier to sing along with Pierce You're a B. I mean, that really seemed to crowd going.
Yeah.
But getting rid of Britta has she's a GDB.
Yeah.
No. And hey, if you become a $10 or more patron for Cantus Point Podcast, you might get sent this community postcard in the mail.
Buzz, 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 buzz,
Check that out
buzz.
on the screen. Heck yeah. Let's see what else we got. Let's go to politics of human sexuality. Okay, when Jeff is hooking up in his Lexus with, I believe, I don't know if we got a name for that woman. But
She
when
does
Jeff,
have a name, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
it's something else,
It's
isn't it?
like it's something along.
Anyway, that's not the question.
Is it
When
Sabrina?
Jeff,
That's Sabrina.
oh, it might be Sabrina.
It
I
might
think
be.
Sabrina sounds right.
When Jeff is hooking up in his Lexus, what does Pierce text him? It's when Pierce is with Doreen, the lady of the night.
I want to say details, but it's been a while.
What base, wingman?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. In investigative journalism, Pierce wears a series of graphic tees to come off hip and ironic. Can you remember which any of them read?
I think I remember one of them said "old fart."
Retired old fart is one of them.
Yeah.
There's three
Yeah.
more.
One of them is becoming a grandpa. I can't remember the language on it.
World's greatest grandpa.
World's greatest grandpa. Yeah.
And he because that's the first one, and he comes in wearing it, and
First
everyone's like, "Congratulations!" And he's like, "No, I'm being ironic and cool." The other ones were "I'm up here" and "Man Candy."
Man candy.
Okay, in romantic expressionism, in which film starring Tom Selleck versus mechanical spiders did Pierce's brother allegedly die on the set of?
Oh shoot.
I'm having the same problem. I can't remember the name of the movie. I saw it. I've seen that movie.
I didn't know it was a real movie. Really? Mechanical Spiders versus Tom Selleck? That sounds great.
Yeah.
That is a real movie. It really happened.
I try
It
and know
is-
all movies with spiders so I cannot watch them because I don't.
It is
fool with spiders.
entitled Runaway,
Runaway.
By the way.
which if a movie is about mechanical spiders, you can come up with a better title than that.
Well, because what do you do
Yeah.
if you see a mechanical spider, Zach? You run away.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did this way first. Like, nah, that's not it.
Right.
In physical education, Abed does an impression of Jeff, and everyone thinks it's really good. What percentages of people does he use to make that impression, or which people do Abed put together for his Jeff impression? You don't have to get the percentages, I suppose, but
Well,
I feel like I
big
asked
number is Zach Braff, and he takes offense to that one.
Right.
And the other is from Boys Don't Cry. It's the
Hilary Swank.
the lead. I can't remember her name.
even
Hilary
said it.
Swank?
Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank. I'm drawing a blank on the rest of them.
Also,
That's the two
Sam
that were in it.
Malone and
Sam Malone, yeah.
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
I don't know
Okay.
if I see much Dick Van Dyke in Jeff, or that much Braff, for that matter.
Yeah, I don't really see a lot of Zach.
Not a lot of
Braff in
Braff, no.
But I can see why he would take it. Not that there's anything wrong with Zach Braff, but Jeff's a
Yeah.
different kind of man.
No, I'm sure that's just a reference because Neil and Garrett,
Mhm.
Neil Goldman and Garrett, what's Garrett's last name? Are producers on the show who are also producers of Scrubs. That's what it was.
The Science of Illusion. What abilities are granted once you become a level 6 Laser Lotus?
Oh,
Don't you get access to the? Oh no! That's everybody gets to go into the vat of fluid Evangelion style.
I know you
But-
get heightened night vision.
Oh yeah.
Which
Yes.
should help your combat score if you're playing
Yes.
video games with Troy. It's not Eat a Ghost is another level.
That's a different episode. I think.
It's a different episode and it's a different level. I can only remember the night vision because of the joke.
You also get immunity to germs, which would really come in handy right now, and
Oh
heightened
yeah.
psychic abilities.
Capabilities. Lil, to answer your question, I have not seen Arachnophobia because I don't want to be scared.
But at least it's named in the way you'll know not
I
to
know,
watch.
I know to avoid that one. Just like Eight-Legged Freaks, not for me.
It does have John Goodman in Arachnophobia.
That episode of The Mandalorian this season with the space spiders, that was spooky.
Oh, now I know not to watch this.
Yeah,
season.
don't watch Mandalorian Spider.
I did see the movie Ice Spiders. That wasn't terrible because it was really bad and funny.
I just watched Little Nicky a couple days ago, that Adam Sandler movie. There's
Nice.
a lot of spiders in that.
A lot of spiders in that one.
What's
yeah.
your quick letterbox style review of Little Nicky, Alex.
Little Nicky, it cost $85 million, which seems way too much for what they were doing for it. But it's a lot better than it has any right to be, actually.
Really? I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but I remember it being kind of a cool and edgy movie a little bit. I wouldn't imagine it holds up that well.
Edgy is not the word to describe it. It's just like dad humor and dad rock all wrapped up into your Adam Sandler type vehicle back when that was cool. But that was I think that's the point where that really started to crash. So
was it?
Yeah, that's the downhill side of Adam Sandler's movie career. The very top of the downhill slide is probably Little Nicky, and that's everything after that's kind of.
Yeah, it's like Little Nicky to Jack and Jill, I think, which is like 11 years.
Oh, Jack and Jill.
Yeah. I've seen Jack and Jill several times, and I laugh every time I watch it.
Well, that's good for you.
In the art of discourse, Britta has a cat that's passed away. What is that cat's name?
Ruffles.
It's named after a famous feminist or a feminist icon.
Susan B. Anthony.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Susie B.
Susie B.
Let's go to aerodynamics of gender. This is an easy one. When Pierce gets double bounced, what does he see at his trampoline apex? What does he say as he reaches towards the heavens?
I don't remember. Is it father? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's father.
Father.
It's so funny because his father is alive at this point.
His dad is alive. Yeah. Which you would think he'd be dead, just actuarially speaking.
Do you think that's something that they decided to do, like when they in season 3 when we see his dad? Are they just like, I guess we could put Pierce's dad in it? It's weird that they wouldn't think to do something like that until season 3.
Well, you have stories that you have kind of planned and you say random things and then you go back and we mentioned he's dead. He probably should, or we haven't said, they don't say specifically he's dead.
Yeah.
But they do have where in season 1 where mom is like, "Are you popular?" and goes, "I saw your ghost again."
Yeah.
About the house. I mean, there's jokes they do where they had to kind of deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess they thought it was safe in season 1 to make jokes about Pierce's dad being dead because Chevy was 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
He was 65 at the time, I think. But that's 1,000 to anybody who's 24.
The season 2 when he's 66, Dick. Is that in season 2? Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I'm rolling back.
Let's see. Messianic myths and ancient peoples. What shadow puppet does Pierce create in the opening tag? What dirty image does he make with it? You don't see it, but he describes it.
Oh.
It's a celebrity and a food item.
It's a hot dog, and I don't remember the celebrity.
It's Dolly Parton eating a hot dog.
Dolly Parton eating a hot dog.
Not gross to Dolly Parton, but gross to Pierce.
Yeah, definitely.
We love Dolly Parton around these parts.
Did you
go to Dollywood?
Yeah, I've been to Dollywood.
I have.
That's cool, right? I want to go.
Dollywood's fun, yeah. They have some good rides. In the pilot, what high school did Troy and Annie go to together? I guess it's not just the pilot, but it's discussed in the pilot. What's the name of their high school?
East City High.
No. It's kind of in the Riverdale family.
Yeah, I don't remember it because I just listened to that they dropped an interview with Donald Glover today from the community's YouTube account, and he called it Riverdale to start with, and I haven't been able to get that out of my head since he did it.
It's Riverside.
Riverside, yeah.
Let's see. Advanced criminal law. What is the Hawthorne Wipes jingle?
Oh, man.
It's when in the episode where Pierce rips off a song as the Greendale school song. So the Hawthorne Wipes jingle is another tune that he's ripped off. And it's kind of a traditional song, you
talking about the one based on Coming Around the Mountain?
Yes. Do you remember it?
Picnic, yeah. It's it's just he just screams the last line.
We'll be wiping off that ketchup with our wipes. Hawthorne wipes. We'll be wiping off that mustard with our wipes at the picnic. Also in advanced criminal law, what celebrity... This is when Troy and Abed are pranking each other, and Abed learns what pranks are. What celebrities does Troy say that he's related to?
Obama's one.
Obama.
Oh, what was the other?
It's the person that people think that the actor who plays Troy is related to.
Oh, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. Yes.
That was a nice joke.
I'm too old for this shit.
We'll get in a couple more questions before we move into the next thing. The next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to rewatch an episode of Community as a group. We're going to rewatch the 4th season premiere, History 101, and follow it up with a discussion on the merits or lack thereof of season 4 of Community. But let's do a couple questions in the meantime. Let's do from beginner pottery. When Jeff is confronting Rich in front of the pottery class, what does their pottery teacher refer to them both as? It's like, oh, my...
Oh, oof.
My little blueberries.
Oh,
My
the
little
reference he
blueberry.
makes to the whole class, I thought. Right? Didn't he make it to the whole class?
I think he means it to the whole class, but he says it to like break up the fight between Jeff and Rich.
Oh, he calls them blueberries at the beginning.
Maybe he does
My little
too.
blueberries. Yeah.
I don't know. In contemporary American poultry, what is Robot Annie programmed to do?
Love backpacks. This backpack.
Yeah. Fire. Let's do rapid fire round. In
Bang.
advanced criminal law, what cheerleading move can Annie not do to save her life?
Somersault.
No, I don't think is a somersault a cheerleading move.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
Basket toss.
Ah.
Of course.
Yes.
Duh.
Let's see. In the art of discourse, how many pornos has George Washington Lemon Fresca been in?
2,000.
It's
Close.
a ridiculous number, and I can't remember it.
Close. 2019.
In
Very good
what's
for your
that like?
first week,
10 years?
yeah.
First week.
In English as a second language, what does Jeff say that Annie looks like when she tries to dress up?
Insurance salesman, right?
You're close.
Oh.
It's another boring job.
What has been out of that?
A travel agent.
Travel agent.
Let's
She's
see.
going more for a professor look. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, finish the lyric of the Anthropology 101 rap.
Here we go.
The genus is Homo.
This was my question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus, homo. Oh, daggone. Jesus, homo.
But you know you're into me.
But
Okay.
you know you're in.
Homo, but you know you're into me. And let's do one last question. In the science of illusion, how long does it take Abed to run to the theater room when he goes to get Pierce's wizard costume, the Cookie Crisp costume?
4 minutes?
No,
No,
they
it's
like
like
time him.
37 seconds or something like that.
37
It's,
seconds. You got it. You killed it.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now, and if you guys want to hang out to do this, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to suggest everyone here and everyone watching at home to bring up whatever streamer you can use to watch the Season 4 premiere, History 101.
Woo-woo!
I believe it's pretty much anywhere you want it to be, isn't it? It's Netflix,
It's on
even
Netflix and
on-
Hulu.
It's even
Amazon.
on Facebook right now. So you didn't have to have money to watch this. If you have a Facebook
Wow.
account and you go to the Sony Entertainment webpage, they currently have seasons 4 and 5 available to watch. So
That's
you
awesome.
find Sony Entertainment, and they've been moving it around. You can still catch 6, by the way, on Yahoo Entertainment, which is
Which
really
is
weird.
wild.
LOL.
And the commentary, which is just Dan. But yeah, you can catch it for free on Facebook.
Okay, so what we're doing to anyone who's catching up, we'll give everyone 2 more minutes to set up if you'd like to do this with us. Pull up whatever device, whatever streamer you have to watch the first episode of Season 4, History 101, and get it paused right at the beginning of the episode. And when we're ready to watch, we will all sync up at the same time. Steven, what do we like to do when we're recording the podcast to sync up?
Okay, I'm so happy. Okay, so what we like to do is we clap sync, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that'll just help us line it all up.
I'm the one who does all the lining up, though, and it really doesn't do anything.
Well, because you don't also clap sync.
Speaking of someone who edits audio,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's super annoying that it doesn't work better.
1, 2, 3.
We haven't
You
got the
ready to do it?
timing of the claps down. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's see. One more minute. You got 60 seconds. If you want to watch
Right,
History
in
101
the 60 seconds, I'm going to tell you two things. Number one,
Yes.
I got to talk to Emily Cutler with Alex not too long ago.
That's great.
The writer of Modern Warfare, and I got to tell her that that's the reason I started watching, so that was great.
That's awesome.
I think this week I'm talking to Advanced Community Studies about History 101 and the Halloween episode.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
So I'll probably
and
drop out
we've
from the
talked,
commentary.
yeah, we've talked to Alex today a little bit. We are going to be on 6 seasons in a podcast in the next couple weeks. That was a lot of fun.
I listened to him edit it on Discord, on the Discord channel for the podcast, and it sounded nice and clean, guys.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so I'm going to say let's all prepare to press play on History 101. I'll
All right.
count down from 5, and on 0, we'll all press play.
What a weird thing to do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Nice haircut.
Man, did it throw people off. Right, I'm going to let y'all go because I got other things I got to do. I'm sorry to miss Mount Rushmore. That was my intended drop-in spot, but
That's okay. We're glad we had you to show off your knowledge.
I hope this is going well for y'all. I know this is it's been fun to drop in, and I'm sorry I couldn't play the paintball game because the double bouncy's just the coolest.
Yeah.
But no.
Glad to have you. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Always glad to have our pops around.
Stop claiming me as your parental unit. And man,
can't
nice to meet you.
Bye, Dad. Bye.
So that was like one of the only good jokes this season to start out with the fake out.
I the intent behind it. I don't know about the actually delivering it, but to set up something like that was a good idea.
Yeah.
And it's because we're only on season 2, but everyone looks so much prettier than what they did where we were at.
Yeah.
Troy looks like he's about 35.
Right.
Oh man.
Britta's hair is all done.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't like it when the narrative of the show gets bent to like be like this seems to be saying that Abed's the main character of the show.
Yeah.
But it's just not what the show's about, you know.
You're right. Jeff's
Just mouth agape. Oh no.
Why wouldn't he touch him?
Right?
No one was stopping him. No.
Wow, Pierce does not look well.
Yeah.
Everyone looks so much better except for Chevy Chase.
His voice sounds like it's deteriorated a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lil in the chat called out how Fred Willard was in the beginning. Rest in peace, Fred Willard.
Oh, I forgot about
away
that.
last year, and he's such a wholesome, funny man that showed up in so many things and always delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
forgot how much I don't like this.
Yeah. Aw.
Oh no.
Come on.
Good luck, Troy.
Why does Leonard look better than Pierce does?
He literally does.
Oh my god, I forgot how they ruined the Dean this season.
To the point where then in 5 and 6, when they got Dan back, they almost never did any costumes with him because
Yeah.
of how many they did that didn't
Yeah.
work. Like this episode, what we're about to see.
Yeah.
I do like this bit though. Just this one bit.
That's pretty good.
But they ruin it right away with what
Almost
all is about to
immediately.
happen.
And
No,
there
come
we go.
on. Come on. No.
There we go.
Man, Jim Rash is a good looking man though when they
Yeah.
let him be. Look at those arm muscles.
Yeah. You know, I was up for the part of one of those manicorns. I didn't get it.
Lil says the Dean looks like Tina Fey.
Ha! I don't know if that's a compliment to Tina Fey or. Gasp.
The wink. Y'all this ain't it.
Yeah. Wow, what a beautiful metaphor. I feel like this is also such a regression for Abed, you know?
But that's not just season 4. They definitely do that sometimes with Abed.
Yeah.
Shirley's like, okay. Does Jeff have like lip gloss on? His lips are so like purple.
Shiny.
Pink.
It's a possibility.
Pierce looking at.
So confused. He's like, okay. That was a weird amount of time between clips. That's fine. Leonard just shoving Jeff. Oh, shoot.
This makes me so sad.
Yeah.
All right. I like the little American sword cooks. Boo.
Soiled it.
Soiled it.
Why are they doing this?
Because Annie wants to have senioritis and not care, and to show that she's gonna pull a prank.
Okay.
Yeah, to show how much she doesn't care.
This might have worked in season 1, I think, for Annie.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone through so much by this point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like how many times have they done the storyline of Annie decides to take things a little more loosely? It's every Annie episode that there is just about.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh.
Aw.
No, stop.
Oh no. Oh no. That is ridiculous. Oh no, why are they doing it like this?
That made me really sad.
Hmm. Being in season 2 and like being on the run of episodes that we're on right now.
We're to the best, going from cooperative calligraphy to history 101. Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like, I don't know. It feels like the type of show that Community would have become if like the first half of season 1 was like what the show was for the entirety. If they didn't start being like edgy and pushing the boundaries and just did school stories.
Yeah. I mean, even still, this whole thing right here is just a parody of Community also.
Yeah.
It's definitely, you can tell that the writers just, this season, they didn't have the same connection.
And it's a lot of the same writers.
Yeah.
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 Like, let me look up and see who wrote this episode. I think it might even have been Tristram Shapiro, who was a frequent writer. Yeah, Tristram Shapiro directed it, and Andy Bobro wrote it. So it's definitely people who know the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can pick up little bits that work. Like I think the whole where they're putting Pierce right now like works for the character, and there's little things that work, but overall, you know, it's just
I think the root of what they're trying to do with Abed works too, but they take it a little too far.
Yeah.
But this doesn't work, and yeah.
I'm gonna rate their tango. Let's see how this goes. Oh. Good one, Fred Willard is Pierce.
I think you might be a little bit behind where I'm at, Steven.
Oh. Well, did you press click on the beginning of you saying 0 or after you said 0?
I don't know.
Yeah. That's why you don't use the word 0, Zach. It's a 2-syllable word. We use go in this house.
I just don't see any world where Jeff is willing to go anywhere near this far with all of this without being like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
This part's at least shot well. It looks good. Best friends.
His legs look great.
And this just goes on for forever.
Yeah, why?
Is that the same Drake and Josh laugh track?
Sounds like it.
That even looks like a game sphere.
It really does. Still babies. Oh no.
I think this is when I started becoming depressed in high school.
What? Huh. Oof. Oof.
And see, they could have done anything and that have been funny because Pierce's bits were funny and then they just killed it.
Yeah.
Boo.
Those balls are digitally edited.
Yeah, I just thought that too.
The hell? Must be a continuity error.
Maybe they weren't there for the shot and they knew that they needed to be there.
Right.
Oh my god.
This is bad.
Yeah. G.I. Jeff, that is not.
It is not G.I. Jeff. I don't think I want a baby Jeff Winger speech. I don't want.
You know, honestly, though, I think what they're doing right here works a little bit.
A little bit, I guess.
Oh, shit. We're already over in the episode?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Pierce's face. Why does he look like that?
His eyes are purple.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh God. I blocked this from my memory.
For those of us not here from the beginning, we're finishing up our watch of season 4, episode 1. We just saw Kevin with Changnesia. And if you want this boy, $10 up on Patreon could get you this postcard.
What?
Oh.
And that was History 101. So I don't want to totally just talk about History 101. I want to talk about what we remember about season 4 as a whole. But let's talk about what just happened a little bit. Yeah? What most glaringly didn't work about that and made it feel not quite Community as we know it?
I think for some reason, just a lot of the jokes weren't funny. There was some funny, like the Dean thing at the beginning was really funny, where he was like leading them through the hall. Dude, that was funny.
I remember to the point where when season 4 was about to come out, and there was all the hubbub about what was going on behind the scenes. We were all like, "Is it still going to be good?" They released that clip before the episode came out, and I thought it was funny. And then the episode totally kills the momentum of that joke with the whole Hunger Deans thing. It feels so much like I believe that the dean would come up with something like that to solve the problem of not having enough spots in a class to let people get into it. Yeah. But Community of old would have made that the focus, not the event itself. It would have been about getting the spots for the class more, when I didn't really believe why everyone was so into this. I don't know. That was really weird.
Well, and I don't know. I think that they do Jeff leaving the study group and moving on so much that it's like when they do it and it's really phoned in like this.
Well, to not focus on negatives, I guess what did work about the episode, it's really just a couple of fleeting jokes here and there, like the dean in the beginning, like Pierce before it gets to the punchline of his bit. What else? Did anything else work?
I think it looks good. A lot of it looks.
Yeah, but I don't know, because it looks so... I don't know. It's almost like a Lego Community set. It's just like colorful and fake and thin.
It looks cheaper. It looks overlit. I think it was interesting because when they're doing the multicam joke, like the way that was lit and shot was pretty authentic, I think. So when they do that sort of detail, that's good. But it seems like that kind of made its way back to the way the show is shot. I don't know. You can always tell when things just look cheaper, and even though this was like a big high concept thing, I really feel like we were in the school itself, you know.
And Community did more with less money, I think, before this. When you think of something like the Space Bus episode, where it was pretty much a bottle episode and 2 locations split, but they poured so much detail into it. It felt like the set design of Community is always so on point and in touch with the comedy of the show, and it seemed kind of phoned in here, or like someone else was doing it. Like it also felt like all of the actors were firing at like 60%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not when they were in the like sitcom-y parts of the episode, it felt that way. But even in like the normal reality, they felt like they were being a little more hammy than what they usually are. Especially like Allison stood out to me like that. Joel stood out to me like that.
That walk and talk conversation at the beginning with everybody but Jeff, I feel like it really felt like they were just trying to check the boxes to say, oh guys, remember Pierce is a dick. Remember Annie, she's a good girl, but she's also trying to be a bad.
Annie and Jeff kind of want to bang, but they probably won't, but they might. Yeah.
Also, like, what was the point of having the whole Shirley and Annie plot at all? I don't know. It's like they spent
something to
30 seconds on it.
It was nothing
really clever about it at all.
Yeah, I think it's really telling where some of the writing is there, thanks to the legacy writers on the show writing this episode. But it's really telling when some of the jokes, the jokes are at least hit and miss, but the entire structure of it, and the entire intention of the episode, the emotional intention too, it feels off.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And yeah, okay, so if we're talking anything else positive, the typical stuff we do over on You Can't Disappoint a Podcast, who's just based on that kind of half watch we just did, who is the MVP of that episode? And I feel like even though I don't like the storyline that much, it's Abed, because Danny Pudi does as great a job as ever when he's like stuck in his thing. And I believe the Abed was stuck, even if I didn't like all of the like things that he fell into with the sitcom-y stuff. I feel like it'd be Abed personally, or maybe if it wasn't for that dance scene, it might have been the Dean.
Maybe Abed, just because he was lucky enough to not have to act
do a whole
much.
lot.
Have to say these lines as much as everybody else did. But even still, like, I don't know, it's inconclusive for me.
It's something that season 4 does a couple of times. The way that the season starts with playing, like we mentioned it when it came up, the way that it plays with our expectations, because they know we expect it to be different, so they make it different. But it's kind of like how in the season 4 finale, they bring paintball back, and one of the characters says something like, "We just made paintball cool again."
Yeah, that was Abed.
So lame. Yeah, it's so lame. And this feels like something like that. It's like they're poking fun about what people expect out of this new community, and then they do exactly what we're all fearing after that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's Community, for better or worse, is always about lampooning pop culture at large, but a lot of season 4 is just making fun of Community instead of anything else.
You think that? Can you back
totally.
that up a little bit?
Next episode, the Inspector Spacetime convention. Like,
I think the next one's Halloween.
Is that the Halloween?
I'm with you.
It's like an early one, but it's like, sure, they try to change things up, but like the Dean is one of my biggest criticisms of this season, because sure, yes, he's not straight, as you can tell in the first few seasons of the show, but they went full force into just making him just straight gay, straight, like there's no ambiguity for his costumes. Even the things that he says,
he's just dressing up like a woman. He's just saying, I want to have sex with Jeff. There's nothing that's like, I love the Dean when we talked about this with Alex on 6 Seasons in a Podcast recently. I like when the Dean, when it's like he's got to put on this corporate costume to do the job that he does, but behind it, underneath it, whenever you're able to see like glimpses into what he's really into in his personal life, that's where all the humor is. It loses it when he's just like that all the time. It becomes a little borderline offensive, maybe.
Well, and because I think it's so funny in the first season, even though I don't like the episode, but when he has the 2 Dalmatian guys show up because he didn't think the other one would show.
Dates. Stuff like that.
That's hilarious because it's like he has a thing for Dalmatians.
It doesn't make any sense.
But this, he's just like, I'm going to dress up like a woman and touch Jeff because I can't lose him.
Dean lines, or when in season 6, there's the one where he's like, I'm not openly anything, and Gay doesn't even begin to cover it.
Yeah.
And in season 2, what did he say? He was like, someone said, "Oh, here's that fruit." And he's like, "That's offensive and not the whole truth."
Yeah.
It takes away all of that. There's nothing like that to it.
Yeah, totally. When you walk into the dean's office in this episode and it's just covered in Dalmatian stuff, it's overkill on the joke, basically.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of this season is.
To give the dean a compliment in season 4, though, I think he's great in the Freaky Friday episode where Troy and Abed switch bodies and everyone's like, that's probably not real. What are they going through? And the dean hops on that and acts like he's switched bodies with Jeff. And he's like doing push-ups and acting like Jeff. And then, of course, Jeff is like, this is stupid. I don't know. That was something that I believe the dean would engage in that a little bit. And I think
that was the episode.
Wrote that episode.
Yeah, he wrote that one. Yeah.
Or what else? What are some positives about season 4 though? Because I don't know. It's impossible. I wish I could look through it with the lens of not knowing anything that's going on behind the scenes and wondering if that would affect how I feel about it at all. I still think I'd watch that episode and be like, that's not the show that I like.
Yeah. I think that some things season 4 does well. I think that it, we already talked about earlier, it did a good job, I think, with the Jeff's dad episode and stuff with that. I think they handled that okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't dislike Intro to Knots, even though I don't like the Chang stuff.
No, I don't like Intro to Knots. Do you remember that one, Alex? It's the
Christmas one?
Christmas party where the first like 2 minutes of the episode looks like it's done in one take, one shot, and then they drop it out of nowhere, and the rest of the episode's normal. But it's like a bottle episode where they're having a Christmas party and they kidnap their professor and tie him up. And their professor's Malcolm McDowell of all people.
Yeah, I think I remember. It's not super memorable from the first time I watched it. The one I remember liking when it aired was the puppet episode, which I know was divisive.
It is divisive.
I liked it. It was one of the few bright spots for me.
Herstory of Dance, the Sophie B. Hawkins dance or whatever.
I think that one's really, really funny.
Highlight. I don't know. It's just sad because it's not the show that I love. But I'm really looking forward to when we get to dive into these episodes on the podcast and really pulling apart what works and doesn't work. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
but it is sad. It makes me feel bad. It's like this show that we were all fighting so hard to, and felt like we had some small voice in keeping it on the air. And then this is what we get when it stays on the air.
Yeah. It like all the late season 3 stuff was like the first major thing where you're like, oh my God, Community might not get renewed. And then all this drama and
it's finally back. And then it got pushed back and now it's finally back. And it's the Hunger Games.
Carmen and not good. Not a good start.
Well, so what do you think? Community is interesting because not a lot of shows, but there are other shows that lose a creative and they do a season or two without them and they suffer and then the show ends. Community is different and noteworthy because they got their creator back. They did 2 more seasons. They got to end it a certain way. Do you think that by the end of season 6, do you think that it reclaimed its legacy, or do you think it never quite recovered from the step that it took?
I think the show never quite recovered after season 4, definitely. Because after season 4, you lose
Troy, you lose Shirley, you lose Pierce.
First, you lose Troy in the middle of season 5, then Shirley. And like having Jonathan Banks and Paget Brewster, like Keith David. Keith David, with them all showing up in 5 and 6, like they helped, but it was just depressing,
I agree and disagree.
Yeah, I agree.
And it might be because, I was so obsessed with the show when it was on, and I was so sad with season 4 that I think I was just ready to love whatever came out. But I definitely think the writing and the episode plots they were coming up with, I think, rival a lot of the best of Community. And I don't think, unlike season 4, where you can say this is bad writing, the performances are phoned in, it's a cheaper version of the show. Season 5 and 6, I don't think it's completely fair to blame cast members leaving a show on the quality. I don't know. I think they did in season 5 and 6, they did absolutely as well as they could have done with the situation. Whereas season 4, they sure did try, but it fell really flat.
Yeah. I don't think it quite returned for me, at least remembering like me even stopping watching it as regularly because I season 4 was what it was, but I really liked season 5. But even the fact that it was just on Yahoo Screen was put so many people off of watching it. I think that made it impossible for it to feel the way it did. I think now it's gotten back up there because of
now
Netflix
that it's streaming alongside the other
yeah.
seasons.
I mean, it's been on Hulu for a long time, but I mean, now that it's on Netflix, which a lot more people have kind of just has brought it to a lot more people, I think it's getting that recognition that it should have had for all of its seasons, but that it kind of lost towards the end.
I wonder how it feels to find Community in 2020, 2021 and watch through it and binge it and fall in love with it without the knowledge of what was going on behind the scenes. Do you think it's...
I bet season 4 isn't as bad if you don't know.
And also, yeah, because not everyone's watching it and looking at it the way that we look at it. Most people just take what they're presented and enjoy it more than not, I feel like more often. Do you think it's jarring to watch Community on a binge without having been there when it happened?
I think it's probably enjoyable still. I think it's a good show, even independent of all the extra, stuff.
Well, of course it's a good show, or else we wouldn't be podcasting and live streaming about it. But it just, I don't know. It feels like it was really lightning in a bottle, and it went through so much stuff while it was on the air that I think it'd be confusing. I feel like you almost need to know what was going on, or else season 5 starts and all of a sudden the color scale is so much darker and characters are missing, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. It's impossible not to notice. I think 2 and 3 are so high as far as TV itself that you can't help but notice when it's just, I don't know. I know everybody enjoys things differently, and they certainly don't analyze it in the way that you guys do or I do or whatever. But I feel like there's just too much. There's too much that got taken out of it to not even kind of you might still like it, but I don't know if anybody would watch season 4 and go, oh, that was just as good as 3.
I think some people, because one thing that I do like about season 4, and I think is good about season 4, it's kind of the last season where there's any notion of these are people that are going to a school and they have classes. They still do that in season 5 and 6, but this is season 4 is the last season that really feels like it's got some grounded storylines. Like something comes to mind, like the episode where there's like a rich guy like a kid who comes to Greendale, and they have to like spoil him so they get money from, I don't know. It's one of the last seasons that has like more the season 1 type storylines. I don't know if they pull them off, because then seasons 5 and 6 go both really bonkers with the homage episodes, and they're also a lot darker with the personal life episodes. When you think something like the season 5 premiere, where it's pretty dark and depressing, I think season 4's got that going for it. It's the last season to have the complete cast, so that's not worth it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Also, I can't help but think, what do you think would have been the story of Community if they did 6 seasons on NBC with Dan Harmon and the cast stayed the same?
Would have been fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it would? You don't think? But I feel like it still would have had to have lost some steam at a point.
Yeah. Perhaps, but you can never truly know.
Sure.
Like, if you watch more Gilmore Girls, Zach, I think you'll find, because Amy Sherman Palladino and her husband, like they wrote most of the episodes of that show except season 7, and I fucking loved it. Like 1 through 6, those were full network seasons, 20 plus episodes a season, hour-long shows, straight character drama. Aesthetically is kind of similar to, like, Stars Hollow is kind of similar to Greendale, kind of in the same way, the way they play around with it. So it's like, if they can keep that kind of quality for that show going for so long, over so many hours, I feel like with that writing team at Community's peak, and of course Dan Harmon's like the X factor or whatever, and the cast all being there and loving their characters, I feel like it could have been real. I mean, I think of 2 and 3 as some of the best seasons of TV ever.
Sure.
And shows can, I think it would have been super possible.
It would have been great to see. It's interesting. I wonder what the show would have looked like. I mean, we'll never know, but it's fun to wonder. Okay, so with Gilmore Girls, did you like the last season when the creator wasn't there?
I didn't hate it. It wasn't as noticeable a dip as like season 4.
Yeah.
There was some stuff. There was some Luke and Lorelai stuff that I noticed it was the same vein of whoever is writing this doesn't really get the characters quite, or the intentions.
Sure.
And it was also somewhat unresolved too at the end of the show. So
so then the Netflix series, did it?
Oh, now that's interesting because that was bad.
It was bad.
Yeah,
the original creators, and they got to come back and wrap it up the way that they wanted to, and
barely.
And you think that was bad?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I got a lot of opinions, but it's coming back to the show. I guess we can call this the Arrested Development effect, but coming back to the show so many years later, even if it is the original creators, everything exists in a different vacuum, I guess. Like Gilmore Girls was so good for the time that it came out, and it's still going to be a great TV show to watch in any period, but
it's of its time. It's very 2000.
Yeah, exactly. Like the more technologically connected we are today doesn't really fit in with the aesthetic of Stars Hollow back in the mid 2000s, early 2000s. And you also get into the part where, I mean, all these characters are getting older as the show goes on.
Yeah.
Like the biggest example is Rory, as she goes from high school to college through the run of the original show. Now she's like a 30-year-old living a completely different life. When this miniseries comes out, and the show never really knew quite what to do with Rory, so she always did the craziest things, and it's just more of that, of just not really knowing. It just seems like you're just writing these episodes because you got money to.
Yeah, doing it as like 4 movies was I haven't seen it, but that's kind of a weird choice too. And I want to, of course, like bring this back around to Community. I think everyone who's a fan of Community loves, the idea of Dan doing something and getting all of the gang back together. It's enticing, and everyone wants the movie. Everybody wants something. And I could see why Community could be something worth revisiting because of its history and because of its legacy and because of how it got to the end and how but do you think it would be the same thing? Do you think we'd leave it feeling Arrested Development? I hope not.
I think there's a big risk. Definitely.
I think so too. Yeah. But is it a risk that you're willing to take? Know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to watch it for sure. I would prefer them try, because there are a lot of examples of that sort of thing working, like in the Breaking Bad verse, like
Better Call Saul is better,
so,
potentially.
Yeah.
Wow.
Better Call Saul is as good, if not better, than Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They're kind of apples and oranges. Yeah.
That's high praise.
Exactly. They are
while still being the same thing. Yeah.
So good. I mean, the first season of Better Call Saul feels more like this isn't like a statement on the quality of the season, but the way that it's set up, the way that it gets you involved in the show, it feels more like a season 4 of Community type thing compared to everything else. Like it totally takes on,
especially coming right off of the tail end of season 5 of Breaking Bad and how bombastic and explosive that was. Better Call Saul is such a slow burn, but then when things start happening, they really start happening. And you've been watching these characters for so long.
I know I've said this before, but I need to get back into it.
It's
one
of the best dramas I've ever watched, probably.
Wasn't on Netflix yet.
So Community, if it comes back, do you think the movie is the right way to go? Do you think some type of limited series?
No.
But I'd rather do a movie than limited series.
What plot could they come up with? I don't know. It's almost like, I don't want it more Community for
It's a 10-year reunion.
I want
Greendale.
I want to watch all the characters riff off of each other, and I don't know if a movie, if they try to bring everything back, reset it up, and make this big epic story. I don't know.
Listen, let me tell you how it's going to work, Zach.
But I don't want another season either. But
I want free real estate, Dan Harmon. If you're watching, the gang, they've got to get together because they've got to go back to Greendale for the 10-year reunion, but they get stuck at the airport together. Bottle movie.
At the airport?
Or on a plane, on a train. They got to figure it out. Maybe they try a bunch of different routes.
The Community movie, do you want them to go grounded? Do you want them to have an homage, and the homage takes up the whole episode, or the whole movie? Or if it's a bunch of different homages, would that be too muddled for a movie? I can see why Dan Harmon would think, yeah, going back and doing more Community would be cool, but then get bogged down and stuff like that and be like, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, I think it just needs whatever lightning in a bottle made Community so good in the first place, as far as just like an inciting idea, because like if it takes place in an airport with the characters, I don't really feel like that's going to be a satisfying movie.
It's got to be a Greendale. Yeah.
It's gotta be Greendale.
And I wouldn't want, because this happens with shows that have movie adaptation, like say SpongeBob, for example. Like the
Are you
first.
about to talk crap about the first SpongeBob movie?
Yes, I am. Okay.
Are you kidding?
Listen to what I have to say here.
Okay.
So everybody knows first 3 seasons of SpongeBob are, those are the
Right. Those are the ones.
If it ended there,
Yeah.
that's totally fine. In fact, I wish it did. But
season 4 of SpongeBob is the season 4 of Community of SpongeBob, right?
yeah, but even compared to the season whatever that is playing now. Okay.
Right.
Anyway, so the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob are this amazing, groundbreaking children's anime, just animated in general.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. I don't need to tell you all the details, but
we were all 5 years old in the early 2000s. We know.
Exactly. So when the movie comes around, this is what happens with a lot of TV properties that become a movie, is that everything has to be pared down and simplified because for some reason we need to reintroduce all of these characters, but only their like base traits. So instead of the nuanced portrayals of like Mr. Krabs, like the way that he's a family man or a businessman or everything in the movie, the only thing he talks about is money. Yeah.
But hey, that's not exactly fair because he gets frozen so early into the film that they didn't really tell a story with him. I think the SpongeBob movie is such a success for the way that SpongeBob and Patrick leave Bikini Bottom and the way that they grew the world of the series into going to Shell City, going to where like all of the weird mutant fish are for Now That We're Men. The stuff with the King I think works well. I think that movie works so well because there's all the stuff you love in Bikini Bottom, but they hit the road and they go out of Bikini Bottom. Whereas I think later SpongeBob movies didn't do so well. Have you seen the new SpongeBob movie?
Yes, I have, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So what my counter to what you just said?
Yeah.
That the way that the movie is written, the way that I perceive it is that SpongeBob to me is your average episode is just going to be a grounded, down to earth antic in the middle of Bikini Bottom. When things are adapted for the big screen for a wider audience, they go for this giant leap. We go from the leaf blower episode to, we have to save Bikini Bottom, like the entirety of it. And that it's so reductive, and it's kind of a betrayal of the SpongeBob that I fell in love with when watching the show. Like I get why I saw it in theaters and I liked it when I was a kid.
I still love the movie. I thought it was pretty universally loved.
You thought
it is. It's like a 6 out of 10 for me. It's not what SpongeBob is if I were to recommend it to somebody. I will say though that the 2015 movie.
No, you're not. You like it better? Are you kidding me?
I thought it was way more creative. I
You're
thought
an idiot.
Sponge out of water.
Yeah, I thought the music was a lot better. I don't really like the end of the movie. I don't like all the stuff. I don't like the actual out of water portions. But I thought it was a lot more creative. It was a lot more what I come to expect from SpongeBob. Something I think is really dumb about any of the movies is that the soundtrack, it goes orchestral instead of
the fantastic show.
Yeah.
So that robs a lot of the identity of SpongeBob too. When you're watching it, it becomes just another blockbuster. It becomes something that is just meant to, make money instead of being this truthful representation of SpongeBob SquarePants and Bikini Bottom and all these crazy characters who are way more than the one dimension they ever get portrayed in the movies. Mm-hmm. And also with the exception of this most recent movie, I think, but these movies always start out with Plankton trying to do something to destroy Bikini Bottom.
How many times does that happen in the show too, where it's Plankton
not that many to where you need to start all 3 of your movies out.
I guess that's true. Sure.
Or any of your video games.
Let's liken this back to Community. So if we were to do a Community movie, I think the intention would be they want to keep the integrity of the show. They wouldn't be making it for a cash cow. Maybe they realize that the show is boosting in relevancy, so it might be a good time to do something like that. But they're not making
that Netflix money hits. People make interesting decisions.
Yeah, they're not making it as a blockbuster if they were to make it. So what should they do with the plot? Should it be let's save the world? Probably not. Yeah, and I mean probably let's save Greendale.
I don't know. I would be wary of hearing something like that because saving Greendale is essentially saving the world in the
show. Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but here's my thing about that is that like a lot of my complaints about this kind of thing, they stem from not everything has to be the most expensive production of whatever it is. Mm-hmm. You know, not everything has to follow these same beats where these characters that you love have to save the world or save this or save that. If you watch the show, any of these shows, that's not what it's about. I mean, there are points where the arcs at the end of the season, like a season 3, it leads up to having to save Greendale from Chang, but that's like 3 seasons in the making. When you try to plop that into a 2-hour or hour and a half movie, it just doesn't land. And personally, I think it misrepresents characters way more than it ever actually tells you something, you know, that is truthful to what came before it.
So what's the right answer then? If they were to do it, what abstractly would you want to see? Do you not want to see it?
I would want to see it, but I don't have the right answer.
Would you have low expectations for it?
Yeah, low expectations, but just generally in the sense that, you know, to fund a community movie, you can make a really, like, I don't know the numbers of how much the show costs, but if to fund a community movie, you just need to take 3 of the best episodes, whatever that budget is, just triple or quadruple it. You know,
now we're talking rebuilding all the sets and stuff like that, so it's probably more expensive, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, you don't need to be given so much headroom to where you're inserting all of this stuff because you need to justify the expense. That's what happens to a lot of these big budget films is that you get so much money thrown at you that you don't know what to do with it, so you have to try to create something grandiose or whatever that is going to be like, oh wow, this is truly the greatest thing I've ever seen, without justifying it within the context of your story. And I feel like if Community tried to do that, it would fail miserably. It would just need to be a story that is like on the same level as your average indie film that's going to be out in any year, because that's all the community movie needs to be. That's probably all the support it's going to get financially anyway. It's just as an indie film. If you approach it from that kind of mindset, I think we could really see something good. And it might not have so much fanfare to where hashtag 6 seasons in a movie is like this giant climax in the movie, but it wouldn't suck. Yeah. And that's the biggest fear is when you're watching something, if you're wanting something like that for so long and it finally happens, it usually sucks. And that's just not what I want.
But here's the thing, though. It's so easy to point at the Netflix seasons of Arrested Development as a failure, and sure, maybe they are more than they aren't. But I'm glad that
I
they
like
exist.
The 4th and 5th season of Arrested Development.
They're not the same, but
I like them more than I like season 4 of Community.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Much more. The characters were still the characters. It was just that was always more, I think, the how hard it was to get everyone together in the same place, mixed with how long it had been.
Yeah.
But then I guess you look at season 5 of Arrested Development, and it's a little bit closer to the setup of season 1 through 3, and it still feels weird. But that season was so weird because I was expecting a return to episodic storylines that kind of continue, but then it's like, no, Maybe's plot line is that she's in a senior home for the entire season.
Yeah. That destroys, the momentum of the show.
There is no momentum. The entire 5th season was just the couple of dangling plot threads from season 4 and not really anything. But I do like how season 5 of Arrested Development ended. I think it ended with a button that worked for the show. Do you remember? Did you watch it?
I watched it, but by those final few episodes, I stopped caring. So I
didn't care so much either, but it was just a nice moment of like I don't want to spoil it, but it was just a nice moment of like the family is paying for what it's done. George Michael and Michael are headed off to hit the road to get away from everything for the millionth time, and that's pretty much where it ends. You know that you're going to end up back. You know that everything's going to happen again. I thought it worked.
That's fine.
I would like to see more Community just because I love it so much. But if I'm being honest, I don't think we're going to.
No,
I don't think we're going to. I think that's just how it is. And I think there's so much of it that's so good that I don't know. It almost does the show a disservice that they promised us 6 seasons in a movie during the show. You know what I mean? 6 seasons is a great run, and their run was great, and it ended great. But now we need that movie.
Well, do you think the first calls for 6 seasons in a movie were really like genuine? Like that was season 1 when it first.
I don't think I think it's season 2.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it was something that I think it became a battle cry of the fans, and then the show embraced it.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like the end of season 3 when, at the end of the season it flashes 6 seasons.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was definitely genuine. But little did anybody know what was going on.
But yeah, genuine because they thought the show was over, not because they thought they were getting 6 seasons in a movie. Yeah. So we're going to round things up. We're about to play some more Jackbox games. I don't know if there's anyone out there. Some more people might be joining the stream at some point. That'd be great. What I do want to do is, we're an hour to the end of this live stream. What is that, a little hat?
Oh, this? It's just it's a rubber ring. It fell off my cap. I'm trying to.
I thought it was a little top hat that you were playing. I want to round up one more time. We're reaching the end of this live stream kind of telethon for our Patreon. And we're still sitting at $125 of our $200 goal. Very happy with the amount of support we're getting today. But it's not enough yet to get me and Steven to sing our song at the end of this live stream.
And we want to hear this song.
More dollars. $5, $10, $25, $50. If someone did 50 and someone did 25, it would be happening. But if it doesn't, it doesn't happen. So rally up, get that money, and let's get up some.
Also, I don't know if you saw, Zach, we got a comment from Cristobal, said, "Hey guys, love your podcast, one of the best for sure. Muchos saludos desde Sudamérica." Not from Argentina, but close, in Chile. So thank you for watching and being
6 seasons in a movie is the rallying cry for Community. Our rallying cry has been that the week that we interviewed Joel McHale, we were the number 5 TV podcast in Argentina. So that's our rallying cry.
Exactly.
Let me pull up some Jackbox games.
Número 5 desde Argentina. Argentina? I don't know. Depends on where you're from, I guess. While you're pulling that up, I'll be right back. I gotta get some water because, like I said before, I don't have an assistant. So I'll be back.
Goodbye. Alex, thanks for hanging out. It's cool that you can hang out. It was unfortunate not to get to talk about cooperative calligraphy with you. So while I've got you here for a second, what are your thoughts on that episode? Did you watch the episode?
I didn't watch it recently, but I mean, it's such a good episode. I love the clip. I love it when they go for the clip show on Community because it's definitely another kind of episode that you would recommend to somebody if you want to give them an idea of what it's about, which is less so, your average school set, whatever, and more of a show that is so willing to play with its format. And a lot of the jokes come out of all the different visual styles that they
I think you might be confusing it with a different episode.
Am I? Oh my.
Cooperative calligraphy, that's fine. Cooperative calligraphy is when Annie's pen goes missing.
Yeah, that's
but it's not the clip show. That's a different one. It's the whole episode. They're just in the study room looking for the pen. And it's like when they all take off their clothes and they're standing
I remember that.
The tables.
I
think you're thinking of it might be in season 2. I don't remember the episode title, but the fake clip show episode is a different one.
My goodness.
Hi.
At
first I was thinking, is it the Halloween one that I don't like? But
there's 2 fake clip shows. Paradigms of Human Memory.
Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't like.
And there was another one in season 3.
The Halloween one. Yeah, I don't like that one.
No, that's not the Halloween one. You don't know what you're talking about either.
The Halloween one where they're doing the scary stories, that doesn't count?
But that's not. We're talking about the episodes where they do like a clip show episode of clips that never happened on the show.
Oh.
Anyway,
even still, before I was catastrophically wrong, it's still a great episode to
It is a great
recommend to
episode.
people because Community is one of those shows. Like they willingly chose to do a bottle episode because they knew the strength of the characters could elevate the format, and
Sure.
it's like choosing to go something so low stakes as Annie just loses her pen and she's making everybody stay until they find it. That's something that works only on that community level that they carved out for themselves.
That's a great episode. That has the puppy parade and the Dean keeps making announcements about how they're missing out on the puppy parade. That is a great episode. It's a great episode where like it's just the characters in a room, so all of the characters are super well written and super well performed, and it's like a play. It's just really tight. What I'm about to pull up is the Jackbox game that I was gonna have the three of us play on Thursday. And Alex, if you can see on our StreamYard studio, there's a private chat. I'm gonna put the room code for the Jackbox game in the private chat. Lil, do you want to play?
Yes.
Because this one will be just for us, and then I will.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting the code in the chat right now.
I'll read it out loud.
Yeah, we did that
That was
earlier.
very funny.
Steven's mom was on, and she read the code out to everyone. She's like, "Oh, the code is."
Just wanted to invite everybody that you possibly could. I'll ask my neighbors if they want to join.
There we go. Do. I'm typing in the right thing.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Oh, I put it wrong. I put it wrong.
Of course you did. Yeah.
There you go.
Mhm. That's what you just typed. You typed. No, you didn't. Okay.
I fixed it. I got two of them switched around.
Can you make it to where I can hear?
Huh?
Can you make it to where I can hear?
I will in a second.
Keep them out of the loop. Don't let them know. Don't let them in.
So this
Don't
game
let
that we're
them
going to be
see
playing
me.
is called Talking Points. It's going to ask you to take a picture of yourself.
Perfect.
It's basically we're going to be given we're making PowerPoint presentations, and we'll be given random photos and text bits, and we have to improvise and keep going a PowerPoint presentation, and the rest of us get to decide how good of a job the other people are doing.
Great.
Alex, good name choice. I'll press start in a second, and I will bring the
I gotta take my photo.
Get a picture of myself. Nailed it.
May I take a sip of your water?
I can't make it to where you'll be able to hear it.
Oh, I need a hand.
Well, that doesn't help.
But you know how to play. It'll be fine. Okay, everyone's in. Steven, is your picture an anime girl?
Not that.
Okay, I'm pressing start.
Wait, I need my hand picture because you need two pictures, right?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that's me too.
I just took mine.
Yeah, Eager Beaver.
Okay, so first you're going to come up with 3 random speech titles. They can be anything. You have a blank to fill in.
Oh, it messed up my picture. I was confused. Okay.
Does it tell us who?
Okay. I got my 3.
I got mine.
Nice pick, Alex.
You're welcome. I always go for the worst things I could choose when playing these games.
Okay, so pick the title of the speech that you'll give. And we'll each have like a assistant.
Oh, great.
Alex, you're speaking, and I'm your assistant, so I get to pick the photos and stuff that you'll see. So
Okay.
I get to, like decide the slides.
Okay.
So you'll get like a text slide, and you just talk. I'm gonna skip it. You'll get it. Okay.
Okay. So I've got the begin speech button ready.
All right.
Are we ready to do this?
That's on you.
Okay. Well,
And I'm gonna give Alex.
It's going.
hello everyone. My name is Ass Belch, and my talk is So What?
Sorry, I missed 1 second. Never mind. Sorry.
So
Go
what?
ahead.
I am obsessed with toenails, and we will talk about it right now. So everybody knows that money is tight right now, and we are all trying to make it. And I have found the number one thing that everybody has that we could all sell to me and make a lot of money on, and it is your toenails. In fact, we should let them. Do you know this? You can let your toenails grow for as long as possible, and they actually produce healing qualities, as can be found in when you distill them into liquid form. I have patented a process in which I will take your toenails, I will distill them down to places that will cause you to gain brain cells. I will distill them and bring them down into oils that you can apply onto your face and to your body to turn you into the king.
Ha!
I needed you to understand me at first, but now I need you to fear me, because I have already perfected this process, and I am 100%, even 200% better than all of you waiting to get these toenail oils. But in order to do that, you have to give me a lot of money. You just got to give me a lot of money. Thank you already, because thank you.
You clearly made your points, right?
Yes.
Great job. So another thing that we didn't do, the people who aren't helping out with the speech can give them thumbs ups or thumbs downs to like
We
boost
did.
their
He
ratings.
participated.
Okay.
Okay.
That's how you get scores. They didn't like the end of it looks like.
You really almost.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a little, if that's a lot.
We'll find out.
I think you did a great job. Oh, and now we get to the other people that weren't involved get to write down a note or quote from the speech that they appreciated.
Rate how well Zach assisted.
0 out of 10.
I think it's
you're out of
Dang,
time.
missed it.
It's my turn.
Beans, you're up.
I got your back.
Pick of you, Lil.
Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna.
Here, I'll give you the foreground.
Excuse me.
Pardon me. We got this. Oh, shake and bake together again.
Hello, my name is Beans, and my talk is the complete guide to holding someone hostage on a budget. So, the economy. It sucks right now. And I'm going to just blame those freaking trusty liberals and for not letting us open up our economy early enough. So now I have to hold one of them hostage, and I have to do it on a budget because I'm broke.
Get it.
The most obvious place to start is here. Well, first you have to control them with your mind powers, and you have to tell them that the inflation on all of our stuff needs to go. It needs to be a deflation, actually, and I need to be able to buy my shovels and ropes and duct tape at a cheap price instead of $10 of duct tape, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, you're ready to be enlightened, and here it comes. So once you hold this person hostage, and since we don't have a lot of money, the only way we can communicate is through tin cans.
Exactly.
You know, like you did back in the day with your pals, if you had any. I sure didn't. This is why I'm doing this. And you just tell your pal, be like, hey, man, I got this boy hostage. And your pal's going to probably say, that's... Oh, thank you. Well, not a lot of engagement, but it's okay.
There we go.
Looks like we got Justin back in the chat. Come back and hang out if you want.
To be bound. Don't judge me. Understands how expensive the duct tape is. I thought you did great, Lil.
Thanks.
Okay. You ready? Hello? Hello?
Hi. Thanks for coming.
Hello, my name is Zach, and my talk today, we're going to be learning about, as the new CEO of this country, how I won't repeat my predecessor's mistake of porking all the secretaries. Now look, there are two kinds of people in the world. There are people who, they like to turn people on by talking about their toilet habits, or they like to turn people on about their pets. And I'm just not one of those guys. I'm about as asexual as it gets. So as the new CEO, you're really not going to have to worry about me. Of course, our old CEO will still be receiving their severance package despite all of the rape allegations. He
doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of cheddar that he can sell, but I don't need all that money because I only eat fries. I'm asexual and I only eat fries. I only need about $10 a week to survive. I'll be a great CEO. And despite the difficulties of the past, let's start fresh and clean up the damage from our old CEO, as you can see pictured here. Unfortunately, he did decide to send this photo to each of the secretaries, and it's just unacceptable. It's a good photo. He looks great, and I understand the sexual appeal, but it's not great. It's not what you want out of a boss. Thank you. What company is this?
You're the
Apple.
You guys suck.
I like the dog.
You guys suck.
Alex stayed on the bottom row the entire time. I don't think he went up once.
I think I thumbed one.
What?
All right, Steven.
Okay.
Here we go. We ready?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Hello, my name is Steve, and my talk is why Zach is no longer my best friend, despite what our lockets would have you believe. It all started when I was giving Zach a little foot rub, and out of nowhere, he just started kicking the dog shit out of me. And I was like, Zach, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. And he was like, sorry, I'm ticklish. And I was like, but Zach, you asked for this. And then he just kept putting his toes in and around my mouth area, and he nah, I want it up your nose. I want it up your nose. You're gonna smell these little piggies. And I was like, cut it out. I don't want to smell them. And I know it might seem ridiculous, but this is why I am so serious about this problem. Okay. Not only did that's what my nose looked like when he was done with it. He kicked it and stomped it so much that it elongated and grew into this bulbous mass. It took me weeks, I tell you, to get back to normal. I mean, Zach may not see it, but he's got some powerful toes. His pinky toe alone could kill a man. Now, the only way to fix this problem is for us to call upon humanity's single greatest resource, the ass of a scared cat. Now, with this ass of a scared cat, I believe that we could spray, right? And from that ass, we birthed a new cat, a kitten, if you will. That kitten is our relationship, Zach. We can build it together, but only if I spray you from behind to make up for you kicking the dog shit out of me. Thank you. Thank you all.
Steven, I just got to let you know that my desk chair is absolutely soaked right now. You're going to smell these little piggies, all right?
Alex, that was great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You broke the
Oh, my God. Oh.
All three of you guys picked the prompts that I wrote.
Hell yeah.
That's
Nice.
great.
And Steven absolutely annihilated. Is there another round?
I hope so.
Should
We give away awards. We name an award and give it to someone.
Let's recap.
All right, let's see what we said.
but not an oily one.
Oh my god. The award ceremony. The Soul Train Awards.
Okay, so we'll all award our awards to whoever deserves it. I like this game. This is a fun one.
This is
Yeah,
fun
this
as
is good.
hell. Oh.
The
This
FUP
is-
award.
This is the fuck because your situation was fucked up.
The okay award. I'll take it.
Aw, you're okay. The toenails are a yummy snack.
Yeah. I told you.
Oh shoot!
Damn.
Wow.
Great work.
Good job, Zach.
Nice.
Ass belt is king.
Great times. Fun games.
That's
Let's play
great.
something that we can let people from the public into.
Yes.
Let them all in.
Guys, we've got 42 minutes left of this live stream. And let's see, the Patreon continues to sit at $125. $75 more needed, or else Steven doesn't get to eat this week.
It's
And
true.
you don't want that to happen.
Think about it.
We're very, very thankful and grateful for all the support that we've got today. It's been a successful day. But if you want to hear the dulcet tones of Steven and I singing together, just $75 to go. I'm going to bring up the next game. Let's see. I
Error.
think we will go with
Blather round.
this is the one that we played the other time, Steve.
Yeah, I like this.
This one's a little tough.
Steph?
Well, here, let me go back and do something actually. Don't join. I'll be able to get it so you guys can hear it.
I'm the master of all volume.
Here we go. Audience.
Want to use subtitles?
Hmm?
You want to use have subtitles
Sure.
just in case?
Okay. All right, everyone, come play the game with us, friends.
Joins.
Justin is with us. Come on in, buddy.
Hello.
Oh, cool. I was just about to send him the link if he didn't have it already.
Welcome aboard. Everyone join in on this game.
Ryan.
Hey,
Where is
my-
the code?
Is it Ryan?
I'm not in yet. Nobody else joined.
Because JWNS.
Oh, Steven's brother is playing with us.
Lit.
And we've got a full round, don't we? So,
I didn't quite use
McNuggies, go ahead and press everyone's in.
Yes, that's me. I'm McNuggies.
Welcome to Blather Round. Finally, a chance to use all your useless pop culture knowledge. You're going to present a secret prompt. Live? No, you did. You'll describe it to everyone else with sentences like this one. Now, you can change some of these words, but your options are very limited. everyone else will be guessing. While you make more elaborate sentences.
Your mom.
Oh,
Well, that's obviously your mom.
ew. Moby Dig! Be fast to win big. And teamwork is rewarded. So talk out loud and work together. Let's begin.
Okay.
Choose from our fresh farm to table prompts.
Thank God they're farm to table.
Word to the wise. Worth more points. Now
We had
we're
a-
going to craft a sentence that describes.
We had
your
a farm to
farm.
table restaurant here in
On your
town
device,
that closed.
you'll see
It turned out that they weren't actually farm to table.
Oh my god.
Including your sentence. And then
You can use up to 2 words from each column.
Oh really?
Always change your mind. Just tap the word again and take it out.
Okay.
We've got one person in the audience too.
Heyo.
What up?
No, I think Justin's in. Did you not get in?
Okay. You'll
No.
I didn't make it in.
Dang.
The category is thing.
All right, Ryan. Youthful, colorful beast thing.
Beast thing.
Me?
Going on those guesses.
No.
That means everyone.
See, right?
While you guess, the presenter writes
Come
on
It is stuffed with a fun.
We need to pinpoint.
Rainbow Dash.
Stuffs with the fun. Care Bear?
Pikachu. Fatal. It's kind of similar to Build-A-Bear and Rainbow Dash.
When the presenter uses your guess in a sentence, you get points.
Care Bear. Paddington Bear.
Oh, Paddington Bears are good.
Talk about tricky blindfolded.
What?
A perfectly sentence.
Kind of similar to Build-A-Bear and Rainbow.
Mm.
Rainbow Dash is.
That is a My Little Pony pony,
Yeah,
Zachary.
Oh.
God.
Are
Get
you
some culture in
are
your
you
life.
telling everybody you're not a brony, Zach?
Come on, Zach.
We're all bronies here.
Friendship is magic goes hard.
To believe that, but it's not.
American Gold.
The timer stops for no one. Get those guesses in.
Okay, then what is it? But it's like Build-A-Bear. It's not like Care Bear or Paddington Bear.
A real dad.
Time is almost done.
Velveteen Rabbit.
Oh shit.
Grizzly Bear.
What was it?
Rough start to the game, but y'all got the next one.
We'll
Do
see.
we though?
Pinata.
It's stuffed with the
I
fun.
guess.
Youthful color.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tricky, blindfold. Okay. It always makes sense at the end, but during it, I'm like, that doesn't
Thing
make
threw me off. Yeah, we tried and failed.
The
Beans, you're up.
category is place.
It's an
sense.
city zone.
Off you go.
Sex room. Fishy girls.
The G spot. It's where you disappear into the mystery whereabouts.
Sex room.
The G spot.
Walmart. Cave.
Oh,
Oh shoot!
nice.
Who said that?
Steven did. Good work.
Yeah,
Good one.
As much as I wanted to write Zach's room again, I decided.
It's fun on this one because you can make the
I
computer
gotta put
voice
on
say
this
silly
'cause
stuff.
Y'all are getting
Yes.
everywhere.
Oh, get me a bib.
I really thought I had it with Disneyland.
They're a large creature.
Let's get the presentation
Me.
started.
Mom.
They are in a show about
the friendship. LOL.
These nuts.
Large.
They're nothing like Christmas.
Zach.
They're so feathery.
I want to marry that sentence.
I did
Mighty
it.
Joe. Hey!
Dude, no, you
Also,
got
thanks whoever guessed Mighty Joe Young.
They're so
Great movie. I love Mighty Joe Young.
Good work, Steve.
Good teamwork there. Bang bang.
Work.
And hey, here are some points for everyone who contributed a helpful guess.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
The category is place, and this is the place to be.
Sure.
It's a not delicious pageantry place.
Time to begin.
Stop. It's where you encounter the underwater marine life.
Child beauty pants.
It's kind of similar to Dollywood. Aquarium.
Florida.
Nice.
Oh, baby.
How did you do that so fast?
I hear
That's
that.
what she
I hear that all the
said.
time.
Ooh, shake it around.
When it comes to writing sentences, you're the alpha best.
Aw.
Oh.
The category is story.
It's a story about a fantastic human entity.
Here we go.
The Bible.
Oh, nice.
Snow White.
I apologize for this.
And a warm-hearted character.
Minecraft.
I didn't get all the way through it.
Glad.
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic Four.
God damn it.
Fantastic Four.
Shrek the Third.
Shrek Forever After. Shrek 3.
We just get through all the Shreks.
What? A merry marriage.
Oh.
Ooh,
I'm pretty sure the wedding was in Shrek. We already said it was the first. We already said Shrek.
Princess Bride.
Ooh.
Santa Claus 2.
Cinderella.
I'm just gonna say think lower concept than that. In all this.
Hans Solo
Father of
Gretel.
the Bride.
I've got no good options here.
up.
Frankenstein.
Just keep them coming.
You can always hit skip to get a new sentence with new words.
What? Wedding Singer.
Only a few seconds left.
Star Wars.
Deadpool 30.
Deadpool.
Let it run out.
Wars. Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's a tough one.
Now that you know the answer, don't you wish you could go back and type in the answer? A linear theory of time allow that. Let's finish this round strong. They picked place.
Who is this?
My mom.
It's a scrolling incredible zoom.
And we're off.
The G-spot.
Yes.
Indiana.
No.
That's my best joke.
Disneyland.
Sky Zone.
That's what I was trying to say.
It's where you meet the person residence.
Six Flags.
College.
White House.
It's kind of similar to White House.
White House.
State capital.
Versailles.
So much stomping grounds. Say,
What a fabulous sentence you've made.
Human headquarters.
Gettysburg. The capital.
Roanoke.
Mount
The
Olympus.
law.
So much stomping.
It's bigger than Disneyland.
Olympus, Washington.
Grand Canyon. Disney World.
Washington, D.C. Supreme Court.
This place has an aristocratic commonwealth.
Saudi
Throne
Arabia.
of George Washington. Smithsonian.
Grace.
England.
Canada.
Oh, time is ticking. Hurry.
Got it.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Who got that? Steve did.
Woohoo.
You're too
Woohoo.
good at this.
Hey yo.
Let's see how the points
Rain them on me like a Cobb salad.
This is going to be a battle. Whose idea was this? All right, mine. Buckle up, babies. It's round 2. In round 2, the points are doubled.
Okay.
Here we go again. Pick a beautiful new prompt. Pick the prompt that seems like the most fun, or the one that seems
They must have updated this because there's some recent references.
Really?
prompt.
Man.
Tap a word to put it in your sentence. Tap it again to take it out. You got this. It's your turn. The category is place.
It's a colorful, fantastic entertainment place.
Here we go.
Disney. Universal.
It's where you play with the creature.
Zoo. SeaWorld again. Kings Island.
Cirque du Soleil. It's nothing like Disneyland. So much ball garment.
We all got together and decided we love that sentence.
SeaWorld.
Zach's bedroom.
Mike had
Come on.
So much ball varmint.
Ball.
Ball varmint?
What?
Awesome. It's kind of similar to Zach's bedroom.
Some.
This place has a child.
I was about to guess that.
There we go.
So much ball varmint?
Yeah, so the balls and the rats.
I guess.
Because the balls and the rat.
Yeah, there's
Come on,
rats
you
in the
get
ball
it.
pit.
Store called, and they said,
I live right next to a Chuck E. Cheese.
incredible store because that was incredible. The
Okay.
category is person.
This might be easier.
They're a terrifying figure.
Let's do this.
Zach's room.
Zach.
You guys are mean.
Steven.
Frankenstein.
They appreciate the murder.
Lil. Hitler.
Maleficent. Jack the Ripper. Dracula.
Joe Exotic.
Hannibal. Zombie.
Joe Dirt.
They're nothing like Jack the Ripper.
Mike Myers of Shrek.
Known for the scared.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
This one might be easier.
Hitler.
It's an envoy.
Geneva.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, Ryan.
Good job.
Junji Ito is my favorite horror manga author.
Shut up.
GG. GG.
Go watch some more
Just like
My Little
steak.
Pony.
Don't tempt me.
And slathered in Alfredo.
Okay.
You're guessing a
Stevens.
person. Ooh, tricky. It could be anyone.
There are the seeds of somebody.
Here we go.
Name.
Saxru. Shrek.
Mom.
Check in that TC.
Oh no.
RBJ.
Robin Williams. Rich.
Oh, shh.
Larry
Call
King.
back. Oh.
Richard Oakman.
Hey, presenter. Let's go.
Mom got disconnected. Lol.
Hey, Mary, just go back to the website and get back in, and it'll probably let you.
Michael Jackson.
Somebody.
Farrah Fawcett.
George Harrison.
Maybe you should just submit the sentence and find better luck with the next one.
John Lennon. Chevy Chase, I can only assume. We can only hope.
Chadwick Boseman.
Aw.
Presenter, let's go.
Slash can't is our only one case yet.
Dr. Jekyll.
Time is running out. Time to take some big swings.
Mr. Hyder.
Mr. Hyder.
Jeju. Melania Trump.
Abe Lincoln.
RuPaul. They are renowned.
What?
What? Nice.
Cheating. There has to
Analyzing, that's all that you
Cocaine's one hell of a
What the
drug.
hell just happened?
High five each other. Hug
Wow.
Smile politely at the
Is the
cat.
cat in here? Dang.
The cat is here.
Category is story.
Obvious.
It's a story about an amazing occurrence.
And so it begins.
Shrek Baby Week. The creation of the world.
The bomb and a wet swimming being.
Losing my virginity.
Santa Claus.
Armageddon. Super Babies. Baby Geniuses 2. 2012. Loch Ness.
got it.
Nice.
Who got that?
I did.
Nice.
Nice.
Amazing phrasing. The category is story.
It's a story about an unrefined being.
Here we go again.
Shrek.
And a frizzy young gal. When Harry met Sally.
E.T.E.
It's nothing like real Nicky. Harry Potter.
The Lorax.
Alien.
Layla.
More. A teenaged outcast.
Ooh, what a tasty sentence.
Jack and Jill.
Pippi Longstocking. Dracula.
Ghost World.
The Ugly Duckling.
Wimpy Kid. The hero is related to the grandmama.
Little Red Riding Hood. Hoodwinked.
Lil Red. Eventually, there's a weird royal tiara.
Frozen.
Cinderella.
Oh.
Sleeping Beauty. Snow White.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Princess Diaries
I'm
for
going to
Nostalgia.
embroider these
Borat.
stickers
Will be
onto
on
my favorite hanky,
Patreon.
and I'm going to
Yes.
mail it to Jimmy Carter.
We should watch Borat for the pit. No, I'm just kidding. We did
Hey,
watch Borat.
donate, subscribe to $50. We'll watch Borat and make a whole episode on it if you want. Or I'll make Zach watch My Little Pony.
They're a fictional creature thing.
Off you go.
Shrek.
Shrek.
Fair enough. Do you believe in love after love?
Got any Mo?
Loch Ness.
They are in a show about the person. Foot.
Swamp Thing.
Scary Busey. Bluefoot.
Elaine.
They have the same vibe as Shrek. Mr. Rogers. Track 2
SpongeBob.
is so popular.
A mini sentence for maximum impact.
Paw Patrol.
Alf.
Shaun the Sheep.
Eddie Murphy. They have the same vibe as Alf. Gilmore.
Kermit.
Dinosaurs.
Yoda.
Cat. Pooh.
Alpha. Known for the pint-sized mysticism.
Pinky. Evie and the Brain.
We're nearing the end. Yes, yes, yes.
Stephen's mom. They're a lot like Yoda.
That sentence is a work of art.
Chucky.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I was gonna say Baby Yoda, but I figured that was
You mean
Too early.
Grogu?
You're
You're hip with the kids? You mean Grogu?
Grogu.
Grogu.
Nation.
Grogu Nation.
Let's see how the points came out. That means the winner is
Steven, for sure.
Well, I won something. I want to thank everybody back home who always believed in me and my ability to guess things. I want to thank my mom for always using the word whatchamacallit to describe things and me just having to go off of that. Thank you.
Steven, is this enough to repair yours and Zach's friendship?
Yeah, is it time for another foot rub yet?
Not until I spray you like a male cat.
That your presentation in that game was one of my favorite moments of this entire.
Thank you. That was pretty fun.
live stream.
Let's get it.
All right, guys, it's 16 minutes left, and I don't think it's budged.
I know. If you guys wanna
I
see
don't
some magic,
want to alienate potential patrons, but if you're watching this and you haven't signed up for the Patreon, you're a bitch. We're gonna play one more game. We'll play Quiplash.
you heard it here first. Oh yeah, we can fit more people in that one.
Oh, we got Justin back,
Nice.
Lit.
and he's the VIP. He got in this time.
He's like, I'm playing.
Got it in this time.
Y'all ain't gonna stop me. Hey.
Last game of the night. There's one more spot.
Nice. We have a celebrity in our midst.
I'm
Thank
not
you,
that famous. Come on, Steve. Come on,
Thank you, Mr. Un, for making
Mr.
the trip.
Popping in.
Wait a minute or two if anyone else wants to join on in. Steven, we've been live on the internet for about 8 hours now. How do you feel?
I feel like a box of roses that's been in a hot car for 8 hours. But it's been so much fun. Like surprisingly, like it's been really like not surprisingly. It's been fun,
Surprisingly,
like,
went by really fast.
Yeah, the last couple hours, like especially, I was like, oh shit, we only have like we're in our last hour.
It's been a lot of fun. All the games we played have been fun. All the people that have stopped by and hung
Yeah,
out.
thank you guys for like being a part of this so much, and thank you everyone who's tuned in. Thanks, Lil,
Everyone
for
who is supporting us on Patreon. We're really excited about it. And
Yeah.
if we got just a couple more real quick, the magic could happen.
If you don't join this game, you're a bitch.
Listen, that you
That's
heard it
true.
here first from
That
Mr.
one's
Hollywood
really-
himself, Alex Webster. All of Los Angeles will know you're terrible.
World renowned.
Yes.
Star
That's
of
okay.
Agent Screen.
Sandy, we'll give you a pass because you're doing the Lord's work as an accountant, I think you said.
We'll go ahead and start.
And I can't.
Justin, why don't you go ahead? Yeah.
So, appreciate it.
Join the audience if you didn't make it. I'm surprised mine's made it this long.
The last hurrah.
The last hurrah.
How they know?
You have the other half.
Schmitty!
No? Well, my quest continues.
No, Zach, I made a whole community reference just for you.
You can still kind of be in the game. Just punch in the room.
Duh. The worst episode of the show.
That episode belongs in season 4.
It's bad. Thank you, Alex. It's awful.
Yeah, it's not good.
Other players respond.
It's terrible.
Everyone will vote for their fave, and one of you will get an ego boost. You get points based on the percentage of people who choose your answer. Off we go.
I don't care about my ego, but can you boost my mojo, baby?
Do I make you Randy? Do
I make you Randy?
Or make you Randy.
I once got in trouble because my siblings tricked me into asking my older sister that.
If you make them Randy?
Yeah, I sat down next to her. She was in the living room. They're like, go ask her that. I don't know how old I was, but I just looked at her and I said, do I make you horny, baby? And then, next thing I know, I had to stand on with my nose to the wall. It was bad.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Austin Powers at a young age, and I definitely quoted a little more than I should, and my mom sure nipped that right in the bud. I didn't realize that bastard was a bad word. I thought it was just his name. And then I got really confused when I heard them say the word ambassador on Disney Channel, and I thought it was the same thing, and I was like, well, America Ferrera said it. So
yeah.
So clearly, I've broken no rules.
Mm-hmm.
An unlikely celebrity.
Oh my God.
President of the United States.
No.
Is anything out of the realm
No
of possibility?
longer unlikely.
Rock.
Just rock.
Just a rock.
Didn't he like already announces?
Yeah,
did.
but then the election
Yeah.
happened and he didn't.
Yeah.
Straight up now, tell me, are you gonna vote for me tonight?
Let's see the next one.
Paula Abdul, anybody?
Bar for corrupt politicians.
Oh, both good answers.
Come on, you guys.
2 3-2s. So it's a tightly contested battle so far.
Go back to North Korea.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Well, I know what I prefer.
Both aggressive, one more time consuming than the other.
What the?
I'm here
There's
for you.
only so many cum jokes you can make, Zach.
It's a funny word.
Yeah, it is. It works.
Yeah, soap is hilarious.
Yeah, especially
Like,
with
when
cum.
do you use it?
Okay, choose.
Fair.
We should
I'm
know.
a simple man.
Next we have a good sign that you're a terrible farmer.
Overalls, but under. Oh.
All right,
Man.
it's voting time.
Okay. Throw it down. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
All
Boy, that is a lot of 3-2s.
Yeah.
And next, who knew police give tickets for play?
Oh no. Can't believe I didn't get this.
They don't get
My
tickets.
ass?
They don't get tickets though. They just start shooting.
Aw.
USA, USA, USA,
Number one country.
Number one.
Count. Stop the count.
Keep counting. Keep counting.
Won. You still won.
He clearly won. He said it on election night.
And here we have. Everyone was sad when they saw the pinata was full of.
Redacted.
What is someone write?
Candy.
They let everything through in this game. What the hell did someone
I
write?
think somebody wrote redacted.
Like Zach.
Aw, Zach flavored again.
Again. You love how I
Another
did.
3-2, to be clear.
You
Another
survived
3-2.
one, but can you survive the scoreboard?
It's like durian. You either love it or you hate it.
Durian?
Yeah.
What's durian?
Even stop
It's the
winning
stinky
things.
fruit.
Me and Alex are just
Oh.
hanging out way at the bottom.
Kim Jong Un is where he should be.
This will be doubled, and stakes will be higher.
Talk a lot of shit for someone with no asshole, Kim Jong
Whoa.
Un.
My phone's gonna die.
There's a charger right here. I thought there was.
I have a charger right here.
Oh. Someone's here, Steven.
Oh no. Hi, Mom.
Hi. Can I
Hello.
play and do this at the same time?
If you're on different devices, you
Not
sure
on the
can.
same device.
You know what? If y'all don't quit with this
Wait,
ghetto
you only have
situation,
15 seconds left, Mom.
this is ghetto business. Hold on.
8 seconds.
Why 8 seconds?
5
Why?
seconds. 2 seconds.
Well, you're making me very nervous.
Oh. Hey, but we're glad you're here.
Listen, I can have the airing of grievances right now, can I? While you're playing.
It's like I've got some problems with this
Necessarily
podcast.
best is here's the feed for your daughter's.
Oh.
Oh no.
No.
Someone show Steven's mom how the keyboard works. Was it?
Hey, what's next?
Oh, you got jokes.
This summer,
I'm reading what the
You
game
got jokes. You know what I've got? I've got $75.
Now it gets real.
If you had just waited for me for just a minute, I could have
have
gotten
no-
You
it.
didn't know you were coming.
Yeah. We
So
can't stop
sad.
the game.
I get it.
McNuggies, do you see how they're treating me?
moving right along.
It's just so sad.
That's
Moving right along.
best two customers to get a value meal.
Nice.
I like the choices.
Damn, we got some actual quiplash going.
Wow. I honestly didn't think I was gonna win that one, so thank you all.
Is that how you got lighters?
Oh no.
Late night screenings of The Wizard of Oz. And now, pick your favorite.
Well,
You look sad. Oil can.
Those are great options.
Or avocado.
Nice. Steven's killing.
Damn.
In a fair society,
Eating.
what should be the punishment for littering?
Yeah.
Here's the fun part.
Oh.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
In a fair society.
In a fair society. Or in a dystopian society.
Here in America.
Yeah, of course it was Kim. Oh, good old KJU.
There should be a patch in Stardew Valley.
Oh, why didn't we get this one?
I know.
Come
One of
Come
my favorite
on.
game.
There was never a more favorite question.
All right, choose your favorite.
There really should be.
I just started a brand new playthrough of this.
nice.
Do you play it on your PC?
I haven't played
Yeah.
Stardew in a minute. I've been.
I love it.
Do we need
I
do
want
a
to say
Stardew
that when
game?
Murder Toddlers wins, everyone wins.
What's this world come to? That's post-Trump America, baby.
Oh.
What?
Thanks for showing up, though.
Pre-stocked with cum-soaked dishes?
Well, that's why you need the free plumbing.
And
Not go down easy.
That is a long path.
It's rough.
900, hanging out, rounding up. Down. Maybe this final round.
Yeah, round 3 is the only one that counts.
Roads lead. Each of you will be sent a prompt that requires 3 separate responses.
All
One of
right.
you wasn't paying attention, but that's fine. I see we
Oh.
have an odd number, so you'll be flipping against me, Schmitty.
Schmitty! Schmitty!
Schmitty's gonna give you 3 safety quips. They're gonna be bangers too.
Bangers.
Bum 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 dum 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 digga 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 dum digga 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 dun dun dun.
I will always get down to Jack Rock music.
It's been all the game music we've had today was pretty good.
The bomb game has some good music.
Oh yeah, that one I could just loop that for a while
Makes
and
it
be
more intense.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have done a great job today. Just FYI.
Thanks.
Well, thank you.
It's been fun.
Have you had fun?
A lot of
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, I think that's the way a podcast should be. It should be just like hanging out with people you'd like to hang out with
Yeah, Zach's
and
here too.
seeing
but
how
that's
much
okay.
they like hanging out with each other.
Yeah, it's people that I love hanging out with, and Steven comes around sometimes.
Yeah,
too.
you know,
That's
it's-
right.
it's
Trading
really a numbers game
insults.
for us.
Trading barbs.
You die.
Bobs.
You know, some people are trading spit. I'm not going to say who those people are.
I like how there's like a similar direction
They're
taken
so
here in the setup. Yeah. But delivery was very different.
Oh my god!
Oh, Schmitty.
Schmitty
Why
coming
is
in with-
cheese getting such a bad rap? Let's just not do that to cheese. Cheese
I just
never
lost
hurt
the computer.
anybody.
The pure evil are
Oh.
now pick your
Murdering toddlers?
I don't know what's worse, what Zach did to me with his feet or being in love with Mark McGrath, because both of those are pretty god awful.
Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner.
This is kind of funny, but early on in our Zach and I's relationship,
We got really into Sugar Ray together.
yeah,
Yes,
Sugar
yes.
Fly is our song.
It's a dark time when
I like
Sugar Ray comes
It
around.
still is.
we're about to be
You
on
know
our
what? That's what we should do for the nighttime thing for Wizard of Oz, is have the people pouring oil on people's heads, but making them listen to Mark McGrath
Oh,
as
no.
well.
All right, people, it's voting time.
Oh, come on. That one should have been a slam dunk. Poverty, daddy issues, and hits. Things.
Represent.
Got all three.
Decision. Choose your favorite.
Mm.
Oh no.
Well, both painfully true.
Yeah.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Told there would be no math.
What if you can't be TikTok famous because you don't even really understand how TikTok works?
Bus it.
That's a good thing.
Is it a good thing?
Yeah, it's
Then
fine.
you're doing
I
fine.
have no idea what to do with TikTok. It's
Just shake your ass. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
that's it.
I feel like the only way to keep my children's respect is for me to stay off TikTok.
Probably a good plan.
Also Tinder. And plenty of fish.
Yikes.
So,
Christian Mingle's okay though.
Or I think Farmers Only is the place to go.
Yeah, when I'm
Don't you
feeling
have
lonely.
to have a certain amount of land first?
you don't
Oh,
have
what is that one? Christiansmeet.com.
Christian Mingle.
J-Date.
Christian Mingle. There you go.
I'm on.
What
The
about
only
black
one I
people
got
meet?
accepted to is the one for people with HPV.
Did you get on Black People Meet?
Yeah, I tried, but I didn't know the answer to any of the questions.
Yes, I love a Medea.
Yes, right? No one gave you the code. It's like Jackbox games. You can't get in without the code.
Someone told me.
Next
Yeah,
time,
they're very mean to
we'll
me
work
there.
on it. You know who has the code though? Justin has the code. He has the code. We gave it to him on accident. We thought he was one of us. We didn't know. Gave him the code.
All right,
Ambiguity, what can you do?
This is the end. This is the end of the great experiment. We clocked out with $125 given on Patreon. So no song, but a really successful day and a lot of fun and a lot of support. And it doesn't end now. The Patreon's just a thing now. So continue.
It's always there.
There's stuff.
Now,
that
honestly, guys, that's no slouch. Remember,
No, yeah, I'm happy with this.
$125 on Patreon is $125 times 12.
125 more. What? What do you mean?
Times 12.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure people. Whatever. Yeah, sure. We'll see.
You know what, Zach? If you keep up with this negativity,
That's like 2 whole anime figures for Steven every month.
I wondered where his money was going.
So
I'm glad it's not the doll you mentioned before.
I want to thank everyone that hung out with us today, both everyone that's here and who's here that isn't here. My friend Drake, our friends TV's Kevin Lanigan, and Alex from 60s of the podcast,
Matt from Communities,
Lil for helping out on the social medias all day.
Yay!
It's been a really fun day, and it's time to sign off. Steven, what do you got to say after 8 hours of live streaming? What do you
thanks everybody for all the love and support and for listening to the show every week and hanging out with us. And it's been really cool because we couldn't keep doing this if no one was listening to it. So,
I mean, we could, but it'd be a lot sadder.
Yeah, it would. And ain't nobody got time for that. So we're so happy you guys are here and hung out. This is super fun. I'm excited to do something like this again in the future. And
it's been a lot of fun and excited to see where it goes from here. And there's a podcast out right now. A new podcast came out today if you haven't listened to it. So go check that out.
Podcast on one of the best episodes of sitcom TV to exist. So check it out.
Go check that out and go sign up for the Patreon and listen to the stuff that's over there. That's it. It's been great. Have a good night. Thanks again, everyone. And
bye, guys.
Bye.
Good night.
Love you.
Bye.
And
Bye.
fuck.